Welcome to the 55th Annual New York City Pride March, featuring our Grand Marshals, former White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre, queer nightlife icon DJ Lena Bradford, drag legend Marty Gould Cummings, nonprofit leader Alisa Crespo, and revolutionaries in the education community, Transformative Schools. Plus, performances from Emily Estefan, Vincent, Leif Ashley, Iniko, Lux Noir London, Sandra Valls, and Sing Harlem Choir, with appearances by Johnny Sibilli, Cindy Lauper, Nikki Glazer, Bob the Drag Queen, Bowen Yang, Alan Cumming, and many more. It all starts here and now at the 2025 New York City Pride March. Are you ready? Are we ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Hi, everybody. I'm Sam Champion, and I'm thrilled to be here celebrating 2025 NYC Pride March with my Channel 7 family. Lauren Glassberg, Kimberly Richardson, Pedro Rivera. All right. And a few thousand of our closest, sweatiest, rainbow-clad friends. Happy Pride, everybody, at 91 degrees today.
Is that all? Is that all?
That's it? Happy Pride, Sam. We're here joining you today from 24th Street and Broadway in Manhattan's Flatiron District, where the New York City Pride March began right behind us just a few moments ago.
Yeah, truly. You're not late. You didn't miss anything. We have to thank Balloon Design Studio for the beautiful balloon arches that kicked off the march. There's more back there as well. You'll see them as we go through. Balloon Design Studio is an LGBTQ plus owned local business that's been providing iconic NYC Pride balloon arches since 2019.
And they look absolutely fabulous.
Yeah.
Right behind those arches, you can see it there at the top of your screen. Those arches is the float from Heritage of Pride, the incredible organization behind many of New York City's official Pride events, including today's march. The lovely gradient you see wrapping the float there in the back is designed by Michaela Mucha.
Very nice. And, you know, there are tens of thousands of marchers and supporters lining the streets of New York City for today's festivities. I'm going to catch a glimpse right behind me.
Yeah, because it's the Sirens Women's Motorcycle Club right now.
You gotta watch them.
Yeah.
And of course, along with the folks like you, watching from the comfort of your air conditioning, watching on Channel 7, ABC News Live, or streaming at ABC7ny.com. We are so glad to have you all celebrating with us today.
Oh, and it is a celebration. While today is definitely a day for celebration, the New York City Pride March was originally born out of the Stonewall Uprising in 1969 in commemoration of that historic first Pride March 55 years ago.
Yep.
The theme of this year's march is Rise Up pride in protest.
All right, co-hosting this NYC Pride broadcast is always one of my favorite days in this city. And that's because at 63 years old, I remember when I couldn't live my life out loud and proud. Now I can. So I feel like it's a right and a privilege, even though it's a law. Today, extra special because I get to be proud alongside my favorite Channel 7 family member. And Pedro.
Okay. You know, I see what you did there. I know you love me. I know you love me. But I did have a feeling in your forecast there was going to be a lot of shade.
Yeah.
So, you know, of course I came prepared.
Wait, almost prepared.
Almost prepared.
So close.
Almost prepared. Almost prepared.
Oh, look.
It's like a little bit of dual
so we can work
fans.
everybody.
I don't know what's worse, actually, the heat or your fan clacking skills.
Oh my God.
We got to get you a little help.
Let's take a look at the live march behind us.
Yes.
You have heard a little of the action, so there's no doubt. It's the Siren Women's Motorcycle Club. The Siren Women's Motorcycle Club is the oldest, largest motorcycle club in NYC.
And they're here every year to kick off and be part of this march.
And to be clear, their current membership is over 70 women, trans women, and non-binary people. They always lead the march with a big roar, as you can hear. They've been organizing the motorcycle contingent at the march since their founding back in 1986. By the way, we've been doing on ABC this Pride March since 2017.
Yeah.
And
you started in 2017.
weirdly, I've been here that whole time.
2018.
You joined.
Maybe, 2019.
Last year.
Last year.
The newbie. Last year. But this is so fitting, though, getting, you know, to hear the sirens. This really gets the crowd going to start the parade.
It does, and we were so fortunate. We had World Pride here in New York City. That was phenomenal.
We had about 5 million people come out for
It
that
felt like
one.
10 million. It was incredible.
It did. And I've noticed on my way over, there are streets that are closed. The NYPD was organizing that early in the morning, even last night, setting up because there is such a large turnout along this route.
And so
this
we
is
now
so
have
important,
the
right?
Heritage of Pride banner. You're looking at the balloon banner right there. There are the balloon arches, the iconic NYC Pride balloon arches. They're provided by Balloon Design Studio to us. We so appreciate it.
Of course, they can do your party, too. I'd like to take one arch.
Just one strand.
Can we take it home?
And
That'd be
Heritage
pretty
of
fun.
Pride, of course, puts on the New York City Pride March.
And then they also do
many
so
things.
much donation, good work
Balloon
coming out of
Design
it as
Studio
well.
is an LGBTQIA plus owned business that has been providing the iconic balloon arches that started the Pride March since World Pride, and World Pride in 2019.
It's really cool. They do a whole bunch of arrangements. Not only this grand spectacle you're seeing right here, but they can do private parties, events, your birthdays, graduation, whatever you need to make your event fabulous. They're doing it, and they're bringing us some of that fabulous fun that we're seeing right here before your eyes.
Hey guys, just so you know, I was thinking about the numbers. 75,000 plus people are marching today along that route. And you guys hot.
That's why the streets are so full.
Yeah.
And the people on the side watching, they come from all over the tri-state area. Yes, we're in New York City, we're in Flatiron. People come from Long Island, New Jersey, Connecticut.
I think they come from around
all over the world. Because so many years you've been down there talking with people and chatting with them. You more than anyone else on stage has met them all.
And this is really important. It's a celebration, but we're at a very critical point in this country. And so a lot of folks come out just to show we are here, we're not going anywhere.
And we've seen that in Pride marches and parades all over the globe. The crowds have been larger, the support has been larger, and this year, I hope we are too. And Pedro, you mentioned it, right behind the balloons is the Heritage of Pride float.
And they
really
do have quite the float there. Heritage of Pride, of course, a 501c3 nonprofit organization behind many of the events that you find during Pride Month all around New York. And this year, the Pride, they're going to have some young members on there representing the LGBT+.
And it's so important that young people see representation. They see a float like that. They know there's outreach for them. They know they're part of a community. If they are still struggling or they're not accepted by their family, there's so many organizations that can help the young people be comfortable and feel accepted and even speak to family members who are not able to deal with them.
let's talk about some of the people on this float right
Oh,
here.
I love that. Yeah,
Nikki
let's do it.
Jax is there.
Yep.
Nicole Rodriguez.
Yep.
Transformative schools, which we're going to go
Yes.
into depth a little bit more with in just a bit, but they're on the float, as well as Desmond Edwards, Mariah Molina. I mean, the list goes on and on of all the people who want to come out there. And as you see there on his shirt, Protect Trans Youth, they're just showing up and having a good time on a Sunday.
Let's throw in Joanne Pinkard and Rosalind Temple. Aiden Budd is there. Jason Rodman and Caden Rodman are also on board that float.
They're having a good time.
Look at that nice
There are the
overhead shot.
arches.
And you can see the people lining the streets on
Fifth Avenue.
Fifth Avenue.
Yeah.
This route, I wonder if we can get an image
us
of
right
the
there.
map of this
There
route.
my people. Look
There
at
they
that.
are.
Listen,
and it's hot today.
I love
Sam
the
said
I
it.
love the headscarf
Yes.
because anything you can do to keep that sun from beating on you when you're standing near the pavement, that's a good
Because
plan
it is
right
much
there.
hotter
Much
when you're
hotter.
standing there. But this
Laura,
route is
you asked for the map, and there it is.
There we
1.8
go.
miles. You see that it starts on 25th Street, makes its way south on Fifth Avenue, turns west on 8th Street, jogs over to Christopher, which of course is where the iconic and historic Stonewall Inn is located, and then it veers back north along 7th Avenue, and that's where the partying begins.
Yes. And this is just the March route, but there's events and things going on all weekend, all over the city. So, but this is the climax, shall I say.
All right, so and coming up soon, right behind the Heritage of Pride float, we're going to talk about the Queer Big Apple Corps marching band.
Yes.
Yeah,
They're in their 46th year of marching in Pride events nationwide.
And they were the first LGBTQIA plus marching band in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. That was in 2022, so they are making their mark.
Like to be able to just zoom past that New York City Pride float right there. But of course, that is so essential because it's telling you what the theme is. Rise up, Pride in protest.
And how fitting is that? I mean, this year where you have, listen, people are upset. They feel like they're a community that's been targeted, you know, so people have been protesting around the country, making their voices heard. And it's a fitting theme if you have to think of anything for the
And
year.
there's that band we were talking about.
There you go, the Queer Big Apple Corps marching band.
They've
Now,
got a color guard and
under
a
the
dance
direction
team.
of Marita Begley, the Queer Big Apple Corps is thrilled to be home to entertain the crowd at the greatest city in the world. And we know what we're talking about. We're talking about New York City, our
greatest city in the
That's
world.
right.
By the way, when you're not seeing us on camera, we're dancing and we're marching out too.
Yes, we are. And
To the
sweating.
music.
And
There we go.
sweating,
And
dance.
sweating.
Hearts everywhere.
You gotta throw hearts as people are passing
Are we
by.
doing that too now?
Yes.
There we go.
Oh, there's the marching band. Fantastic.
There's just so much love here. You know, every time one of these folks pass by, everyone, you know, waves at us, you know, giving us the hearts. We're giving it back right back to them. It is absolutely just amazing. So much energy we're feeling right now.
And
at
the
start of
energy
this
here,
march.
and the energy here in the city, this builds weeks and weeks and weeks in advance. Setting up for this, you start seeing the classic rainbows going up on businesses in different places all along Fifth Avenue, all along the route and off the route. So it's kind of it's an amazing build-up.
And my
to see.
favorite is to just get on the subway, just jump on
Right?
the train because the fits are I mean, it's incredible. This morning on the ride up from downtown, I'm like, I love this train right now. I love every bit of it.
There's
right now.
so much to see. I'll also say that throughout this month, we have been covering really important members of the queer community. We've been profiling them and organizations, so it's really been a treat at Channel 7 to be highlighting some of those folks. You'll be able to see during our broadcast today some of those stories and really highlighting some incredible people and organizations.
The full history. Kimberly, you had a wonderful story I saw on bathhouses on the Upper West Side.
Yes.
It was really
the significance that played and kind of set the tone at a period, and how it was a safe space for so many people in the community, and how that kind of evolved and eventually kind of went away, but it did. It set the tone.
And I went with the fashion route. I spoke to our fashion designer and talked about how drag fashion really influences pop culture. So what you're seeing on stages in in Bushwick, around Brooklyn, all over the 5 boroughs. Eventually makes its way to the Met Gala, makes its way to Hollywood, where
yeah, it does.
now it transcends just the LGBTQ+ community, and Zero Waste Daniel was essential.
And actually, aren't you featuring? We need to.
That's why this shirt is from Zero Waste Daniel. He designed it. It's all sustainable clothing, so it's all reusable fabric he did for the shirt today.
The craftsmanship in it.
Well, Lauren and I were going for Justin Timberlake, Britney Spears. Yeah, I think we were going for.
What is that, like 2000 or early 2000 look?
Yeah.
The denim look?
The denim.
I don't have any like swanky back pockets like you do on your. I'd like the next time you see you on camera, we'll have you
We just
model it.
sneak things in throughout the parade. All right, so.
Here it is.
Let's take a listen in to hear them. Oh, let's take a look at Pedro's shirt. See the pockets?
Look, wait, turn around.
Oh, yeah, hold on.
There's a pocket back. Look at this. It's beautiful.
And that is important because it's zero waste, right?
Exactly. All reusable, sustainable clothing. Fabrics people throw away, he's making it into
I
fabric.
need his number. I want to dress.
That's my guy. I got you. I know a guy.
I need to know your guy.
I'm sorry. I know you guys were going on, but I had to check them out.
Let's listen
They are
to
so
this.
crisp and fresh in the whites today. And look at that crowd loving them. That is the queer Big Apple core right there.
All right, we're looking right now at Alisa Crespo. She is she's the 2025 Grand Marshal.
Yes.
All
what
of
a
our Grand
find.
Marshals are riding down the route in style in a different Mercedes-Benz, starting with Alisa.
Well, that's a
She's riding in a
63
2024 Mercedes-Benz. How do you know this?
Because look at that thing. Look at
AMG
that thing.
Gold version.
He knows his Sadies. Sam knows his Sadies.
She's the
I'm
executive.
impressed that you knew that.
No, come on, because you can't miss that. All you got to look at the emblem there. David, are you down there, my friend? Are you right there?
I am here.
Hi, love. What's going on?
I am on the route, and I am about to hang out with one of my friends, the incredible Miss DJ Lita Bradford, my baby, my baby. Happy Pride, honey. What? We have been celebrating Pride together. 9 years, me and this lady. Of all these prides that we've celebrated together, what's one special moment you remember?
It's right here, this moment, and also just where we are. You can't make this disappear, sweetheart. We are everything.
And what does it feel like for you to be Grand Marshal?
It feels surreal because you know that moment. You know that moment. You brought that moment to me. You look fantastic, by the way.
You always look
That
it.
moment to me. So just being a New Yorker and doing all that I do to feel recognized by my community, and how you told me that the community is the one that votes you in. That's the shit. I'm sorry.
Now, listen, there are a lot of queer people, and black trans women especially, who are looking to you today. What message do you have for them?
You will never, ever be erased, darling. Stick with your people. You got this. We are this.
That's right. You look gorgeous. I love you. Happy Pride. Listen, it is really cool being down here on the Pride March, but it's also really hot, so please save some room up in that shade for me.
We are not coming back up here till I see your sneakers. You've got to show. There you go. There you go. There you go.
And by the way,
Hot pink.
by the way, David, we have plenty of shade up here. So we'll see you in a few minutes.
Oh, we have some to give, too. I mean, you know, we have to give out.
You
Don't
have
worry
to.
about it.
Hit me, baby.
Today's march is brought to you by Heritage of Pride, the nonprofit organization that plans and produces New York City's official LGBTQIA+ events all year long. So even though today is the big finale of Pride Month, if you will, we still have a full calendar ahead that needs your support. And guys, this year, when funding is being cut from the federal level, and that's trickling down to almost all levels, you can scan the QR code and make a big difference. If you have $1, if you have $5, if you have $10, we'll take it. And you'll have to do this a lot for your favorite organizations because they normally get a lot of money at the federal level, the state level, the local level, but that's all being pulled away right now.
And Sam, the money that goes here trickles down to those smaller
sure
organizations.
does.
So it's not just Heritage of Pride, but it's many organizations that you're going to be helping with a small day. $5, anything you can give really
So
does
you
matter.
see that QR code on the bottom of your screen. You just hold your phone up, scan it. It will prompt you to do what you need to do. And you can also visit nycpride.org to donate. And we hope you do.
Yeah. It is very helpful. Still a lot more to talk about here. As you see, the band took a little bit of a break, so you can actually hear us for a second.
Why would we want to hear us when we can hear the band?
Who wants to hear us?
The thing I noticed this year different from last year, and you know we were baking and we had storms around the area last year, there's a nice light breeze out there. So I'm looking at everybody playing and it almost looks like we've got Beyonce fans on people. Because there's a little
like
bit.
a Beyonce
I take one. But we've got a little bit of a breeze kind of trickling around and the sweat hasn't started yet. But we've got a couple of more hours.
I got you.
No, it's nice.
Yeah.
It's not as humid, right? Last year it was humid, it was muggy. This feels pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Pretty good. I like
I don't know.
it.
I'm wearing denim. I think it's pretty hot.
Yeah.
That's a decision we made.
Just going to point that out.
That's a decision, and we made that decision.
We did send Kimberly out into the crowd. She always gets great people to talk to, so she's going to bring us some live interviews coming up. And we want to also thank the Heritage of Pride organization. It is responsible for really creating this whole march.
And selecting the folks who march, and today's well-deserving grand marshals are selected as well. Kimberly's about to introduce a performance by one of our very special performers, and we've got a lot of them. We've got big names.
Big names. Let's get to Kimberly. What do you got?
Well, I'm down here. I'm getting around. You know I get around.
Atta girl.
Yes. The theme of this year's Pride March, of course, is Rise Up, Pride in Protest. So performing Rise Up, please welcome Sing Harlem, joined by members of Transformative Schools, one of this year's Grand Marshals.
I rise up for trans kids to be protected, safe, and happy. I rise up for myself, my community, our health care, and our safety.
I rise up because I have so much life to live and I want to live it to the fullest.
Broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can't find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we can walk it out. Move mountains, we can walk it out. Move mountains. When the silence isn't quiet and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe, I know you feel like dying, and I promise I'll bring the world to its feet. Move mountains, we'll bring it to its feet, and move mountains. Like the day I rise up, we'll rise unafraid.
Kingdom. Those were Mariah Carey notes. Hitting those notes you only hear in the animal kingdom. Those are the Mariah Carey notes.
That was stellar.
I had goosebumps during that performance. That was really amazing.
Yeah, and students from transformative schools. What a blessing you are. Thank you guys so very much. Coming up, performances from Broadway's Real Women Have Curves and Sandra Valls, Vincent and Emily Estefan.
Plus, interviews with Grand Marshals Karine Jean-Pierre and Marty Gould Cummings.
All that and more when the 55th annual New York City Pride March returns here on Channel 7. We'll be right back.
New York City, it's Billy Porter here. And it's time once again to rise up. We march today not just to celebrate, but to honor the trailblazers and every voice that demands equality. It's time to rise up. Happy Pride.
Tomorrow morning, 7 on Your Side investigates a deadly new drug, 100 times more powerful than fentanyl.
You won't be able to tell the difference.
Showing up in legit-looking pills.
A little grain of that in a pill could be deadly. That's correct.
An urgent warning for parents.
This can kill a lot of people.
What you need to know on Eyewitness News. Tomorrow morning, starting at 4:30.
It's your chance to win at home.
Fan Friday's Mystery 10K Vacations Cash. The summer of winning keeps on spinning.
Tomorrow night at 7:30
on ABC-7.
New York State. It's everything this summer. Quality time on mountain hikes. Building memories. Beach days they'll never forget. Whatever you're chasing, it's here. Are you ready? New York State. Everything you love. Plan your summer getaway at iloveny.com.
Life runs on its own schedule. So, at TD, we run on yours. Because sometimes going for a walk just can't wait. And your morning meeting runs over because, well, look at that face. At TD, we know life's most important appointments come first. So if you're there, we're there too. That's how we're making banking unexpectedly human.
Pirates is the show of the summer. Ramin Karimloo, Jinx Monsoon, and David Hyde Pierce. Pirates.
With an exclamation mark.
The Penzance Musical, on Broadway through July 27th only.
At Paris Baguette, delight in our summer berry trifle or the new strawberry pistachio fraisier cake. Grab one or both for your next summer gathering. Stop in today or order online at parisbaguette.com.
Woo, baby. Congratulations to my sister, Miss Lena Bradford, for being named one of 2025 New York City Pride's Grand Marshals. Lena, you deserve this and the entire world, because guess what? The New York City streets wouldn't be as bopping, the music wouldn't be as pumping, and the struts wouldn't be as strutting if it weren't for you, Miss Lena. May this just be one of the beautiful flowers in the grand bouquet that is your life. You deserve the world, and thank you for giving us so much to celebrate. We love you. Happy Pride.
Oh, yes. Happy
Welcome
Pride.
back to Channel 7's live coverage of the 55th annual NYC Pride March. So we need to say that's Karine Jean-Pierre, 2025 Grand Marshal. Karine Jean-Pierre was the White House press secretary and special advisor to former President Joe Biden.
It's so nice to see her. I know you're fangirling a little.
I am a little bit. I do love her.
Really terrific, super bright in the White House.
Yep.
And it's nice to see her along this route celebrating.
And a graduate of Columbia University, by the way.
So she's sort of back home.
Yeah.
Very nice. Well, if you were watching earlier, if you were watching earlier, you saw an incredible performance by the Transformative School. And I understand that Tamara and Rebecca, are parents of two of the performers who we just saw, Naeem and Eli. So let me start with you, Tamara. What was it like watching Naeem open for this march that is so important?
I mean, first of all, it's an incredible honor. So Naeem is just 12. Naeem was the singer, and Naeem is just 12. But the kid that you see on stage today is not the kid who they were a year ago after years of bullying in school in the Bronx. And just, like, their confidence was on the floor, but it has been programs like Transformative Schools where they're able to see their reflection in other children, and even amazing trans educators, adults, where they have learned to thrive and to love themselves and to honor their talent.
And that love,
so that's what you see.
That love was on display. I mean, we saw it, we heard it. That was amazing. Rebecca, why do you think it's so important now that young people get out and speak up and protest? We're seeing all around the country. Why do you think it's important?
It's so incredibly important for young people to see support, to visibly see support, especially now as their rights are under attack. Just this past week, there were 2 Supreme Court decisions that were undercutting their rights in healthcare and in schools. And for them to visibly see that there are people that are supporting them and that they are loved is so incredibly important moving forward.
I love everything you just said, and coming from you, it's important that we hear it. It's your family. You're dealing with it every day. Tamara, so how important is it to have like Transformative Schools even be highlighted as like a Grand Marshal setup for the parade?
No, it's incredibly important. It's incredibly important that Pride and New York City has chosen to honor not only trans kids, but trans educators. Because every other day of the year, for the last few months, they have been under attack by a regime that wants to galvanize the population through hatred and fear, whether it's trans kids, whether it's immigrants, whether it's Muslims. And so the fact that New York City has chosen to honor not just trans folks, but trans kids who have been like specifically targeted is very important.
And those words are hurtful, and they're deeply dangerous to young minds. Rebecca, I want to ask you, a program like Transformative Schools, what do you see in your kids when they get to participate in something like that?
Well, it's really important that I mention 3 years ago we had to move from Florida to New York because Eli was not having access to education. The public schools were not serving her. So moving to New York and then specifically going to Transformative Schools was revolutionary, not only in her personal being, but also educationally. She couldn't read in Florida, and now in New York, not only is she safe and protected, but she's reading and flourishing. And then just having trans teachers that are able to teach her, and she has these trans adults to look up to in an educational space is just revolutionary. I see Transformative Schools as much more than a school. It's a community. The teachers are much more than teachers. They're almost an extension of my parenting. I trust them with my life. Any issue, as a cisgender parent, there are things that Eli goes through that I will never understand, and having them there to guide me in parenting along with teaching her has been an incredible opportunity. I'm so grateful for Transformative Schools and for
It sounds
Pride.
like a life-changing resource for both of you and for your children. But we are so blessed to hear their performance today and to learn more about Transformative Schools. I think so many people did not even know about its existence. So thank you for sharing with us.
We just showed them, by the way, just behind us as you guys actually speaking.
They just
right
marched.
they were right.
I know, it's
Educators, students.
Perfect time.
We planned that so perfectly.
And thank you for sharing your stories because, and guys at home, these stories are here so that you can hear them, know the situation is real, and talk to your friends. Bring other people in your community into a conversation in a way that they might not have been if we didn't hear from parents. So thank you very much.
Thank you for having us.
We hope to hear those kids again at some point.
Yeah.
They're
You will
terrifically
be.
talented. Thank you so much for joining us both.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we've seen a lot of signs and banners along the Mount Trot today, and many of them contain words that are rightfully celebrated throughout the LGBT plus community, like queer and transgender. But not everyone sees those words in exactly the same way we do.
Yeah, we spoke with some of the community leaders who took a closer look at what it means when those words you mentioned, become weaponized.
We've all heard the saying, words matter.
But lately, it feels like words are being twisted.
Turned into tools to silence, divide, or erase communities.
This is about that. It's about the weaponization of words.
At New York City Pride, we've watched this happen in real time. We've seen how language evolves and how we evolve with it. Reclaiming language isn't just about identity, it's about solidarity. Like the word queer, it used to be a slur, a taunt, something ugly, whispered, or shouted to shame. Today, queer is everything. It's an umbrella, it's identity, it's expansive.
Some folks say woke like it's an insult, like it means you're trying too hard or that you're the problem.
But being woke is about keeping your eyes open, seeing injustice, and choosing not to ignore it.
Now, I don't know about you, but I've never been asleep.
People throw around the term transgender like it's something to be afraid of. It means knowing who you are and having the courage to live as that person, fully and proud.
Diversity, equity, and inclusion. Some say it's gone too far, that it's about quotas over quality. DEI is about building spaces where everyone feels seen, heard, and valued.
To some, protest means chaos, disruption. They call it unpatriotic. But protest is love in action. It's people showing up to say we deserve better.
When words are used as weapons,
we reclaim them.
We reshape them.
We make them ours.
Because language shapes culture.
And we're here to change both.
It is languages that shape culture. It's powerful and it's true. David, it really is. Hey, guys, you guys, welcome back, David. You came.
It was so fun out there, but it was really, really hot. But I will tell you.
You're really, really
hot. I wasn't going to go there, but I was like.
Stop. Wait. It's supposed to be stop.
I love that.
So, let's just talk about the phrase holding space.
Yes.
Can we for just a minute? Can we?
Yes, that became infamously uttered by that news reporter.
Don't leave Kim hanging.
Cynthia Erivo, and everyone is just holding space here today.
Yes.
Well, really the entire community, and I want you to know that we're holding you in our hearts. You know who's going to be jealous that we didn't make room for him?
Your
Pedro?
BFF?
Your buddy Pedro?
My buddy Pedro. He's down on the parade route. Speaking of which, let's show you what's out right now. So I want to turn around and look out, and it's Gotham. I'm looking down. Oh, yeah, Gotham Cheer.
Do we have a little more information about the Gotham cheerleaders? I would like to see some flips.
Gotham Cheer I love because they donate so much of their time to New York City Pride events like Youth Pride.
Well, we don't even need a card because we've got Duffy who knows all these people and everything they do every year.
Yes.
Pedro, I know you're down there with our next performer.
Oh yeah, I'm here with a legend, guys. I'm here with a legend. We're talking about Sandra Voss. Thank you so much for being here. Sandra Voss, everybody. She's one of the stars of Real Women Have Curves. And listen, I know you're performing tonight. You guys are closing. The show closes today.
Yes.
But you took time to be here. Why do you think it was so important for you to come down here and be here for Pride?
Well, I think it's important to have visibility now more than ever. I mean, we have anti-LGBTQIA legislation all over the country and the world, and visibility is power.
Visibility is power.
It sends a clear message that we're not going anywhere.
You know
we're
what
here.
I also love about your story, too, is that you made your Broadway debut, showing that no matter when it happens, you can do it, you can pursue it.
That's absolutely right. I made my Broadway debut at 59.
Wow.
So it is never too late. Well-meaning people will tell you, why don't you do something else? No. Don't listen. You follow your dreams, and I'm glad. I believe that we're all born for a reason.
Yeah.
And if that's your calling and your passion, you go for it and you don't give up.
How does this compare being on Broadway with the other things you've done in your career?
I I mean, it's Broadway. It's apples and oranges because I believe success is personal.
Yeah.
Whether it's Broadway or whether you're doing something you love. So to compare it, success is success. Are you happy doing something you love? That's success.
That's the most important thing. What do you think right now are some of the biggest challenges that you're seeing? Maybe, I don't know if it's in your field or just what are you seeing is the biggest challenge so far that the LGBTQ plus community is encountering right now?
Well, I believe, the legislation happening. That's why I believe visibility is power and that love always wins. I believe that. But specifically the Latino community, we still have a long way to go with cultural, traditional, and religious expectations.
Machismo. There's like this, especially amongst the men, there's this felt that you have to be a certain
There's
way.
Expectations, culturally, traditional, and religious expectations. So that makes it really hard for some people to come out. And that's why I believe we need more representation and more visibility in our community so that we can kill that stigma.
And you're performing for us, right?
Hell yeah.
I'm excited for it. I already know you're warmed up. You're ready to go.
I'm warmed up. I'm
you're
ready
such
to go.
What's your routine like? What's your routine like?
My routine here, right now,
when you're like,
it's gonna be powerful.
Power.
It's gonna be powerful. It's gonna heal you. You know what it means? It means that together we can move mountains. We're stronger together. And I got your back and you got my back. That's what my performance is.
I love that, and I have your back. Let me just tell you, I'm a big fan. Guys, how amazing is this? And by the way, you see the shirt there since 1984. She's representing. I'll send it back to you guys, but she's gonna return and bring us a wonderful performance in this movie.
I love it. I love the shirt. I love her message. Real women have curves. I'm a little jealous of that cute shirt that Sandra was wearing. Very nice.
You can get it. You can get it.
Oh, yeah, same. Lauren, we are lucky because it's part of this year's official NYC Pride March merch, which is available to purchase via their new app. The app also has information about Pride events, schedules, and so much more. Scan the QR code on your screen. Where is it?
It's at the top.
Oh,
now they moved it.
There it is. No, there we go. The app. Download the app.
I thought you guys were doing the YMCA there.
That would be fitting.
We'll do that.
That app, I'll be doing that during the next break.
Okay, great. Before you go down the rabbit hole of shopping, because I know some of you would like to do that, shopping for some cute Pride merch, I thought I would shake things up a little bit with a pop quiz. Are you ready?
Yes.
Kimberly? Sam?
Yes.
David, I know you'll probably know all the answers.
I know all
Which of these Pride anthems was famously written in just 10 minutes?
Don't say it.
A, Born This Way by Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
B, Vogue by Madonna.
Yeah.
C, I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor. And D, It's Raining Men by the Weather Girls. Don't say anything yet. I want you to think about it. I will reveal the answer after the break.
Okay.
I can't concentrate now because I'm going from song to song to song in my break. And also I have finally right behind me with with the NYC LGBT Center, right? From the center right behind us. All right. I know Sandra will be performing after the break. We'll hear from another one of our Grand Marshals when we come back.
Keep it right here on Channel 7's live coverage of the 2025 New York City Pride March. We are here. Stay right there. We will be right back.
Hey guys, there's something I want to talk to you about. There's a change in the air.
Two changes.
Two changes. Isn't that where the dog beds go?
Yeah.
And no matter how perfect things are now, and you don't want them to change,
It'll be fine.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. I told you it'd be fine.
The 3-row luxury TX, because everyone should feel like the center of the universe.
Now is the time to experience The Lion King on Broadway. Feel the love, celebrate the joy, and experience the majesty. Visit lionking.com today.
It's in recognition of the rebels who started this journey 55 years ago. It's also a symbol of solidarity with LGBTQ plus youth growing up today who will always have a place they can come to and discover what the community is all about.
There's power in touch. Don't let Mpox disrupt your power.
Gay, bisexual, and other men who have sex with men, and transgender or non-binary adults with certain risk factors are among those at the highest risk for Mpox. Embrace your community. You can help protect yourself by getting the 2-dose vaccine. What are you waiting for? Get empowered against Mpox.
Have you been on board the mother of all commutes? Whether you've seen us on TikTok or been on board with us, NYC Ferry is taking New Yorkers and visitors alike on one sleigh of a ride. Just like Pride, all are welcome on board here.
Come for the march, stay for the music. Welcome back to the 55th annual New York City Pride March. It's an incredible day to be celebrating the LGBTQ+ community. Whether you're outside with us in NYC or watching from the comfort of your very own cozy chair, home on Channel 7, ABC News Live, abcny.com. Tell your friends if they can't see us, they actually can.
I think you should watch it on your phone while you're here. Right? That would be very meta.
Smart. I like that
Look
idea.
at you.
Of course, if you're Sam Champion and you're trying to sneak off and Google that answer to the trivia question that I posed earlier, right before the break,
Yeah.
I saw you. I saw you. You're so busted. I asked which of these Pride anthems was famously written in just 10 minutes, which is quite remarkable when you think about it. And the answer is A, Born This Way by Lady Gaga. Gaga says that the song...
I knew it. I didn't
You
know
knew it. You felt it. Gaga says the song came to her almost instantly, calling it a gift inspired by the queer community. And since then, it's really become an anthem, a Pride staple, blasting from parade floats and march routes. And dance floors really around the world.
So just listen to those words, too, because it's been a while since the song came out, and so you probably just listen to it for the beat, but listen to the words.
It is as inspiring as all of our Grand Marshals who are with us today. Those folks are so significant to today's celebration because they're all activists who reflect the spirit and the resilience of the advocacy in the LGBTQIA+ community. And just before the march stepped off today, Kimberly had the chance to chat with several of them, including New York City drag legend and the first openly non-binary candidate for City Council, Marty Gould Cummings.
Happy Pride!
Happy Pride!
I am here with Marty Gould Cummings, who is a New York City-based drag artist. How are you? How does it feel to be named Grand Marshal? You've been at this for more than 2 decades.
So I moved to New York 20 years ago this year when I was 17, 2005, June 23rd. So my first Pride was like 5 days after I moved, 17, fresh off the farm, seeing drag queens for the first time, meeting trans people for the first time, being surrounded by the community I'd longed for my entire life. And so on the 20th anniversary of that, to be Grand Marshal is probably one of the most incredible feelings. I'm so honored and so grateful. And I hope to use this platform to be able to spread a message of love and joy and liberation. And it's just the best feeling.
This really is a full circle moment for you.
Yeah, it's wild. Like from 17-year-old baby me, first Pride to today, it's just, and this is not something that I feel I achieved. It's something that is from the elders, from Miss Major and Sylvia and Marsha and Stormy and the leaders of today, Queen Jean and Raquel Willis and my girlfriend Alisa Crespo and Lena Bradford, who are marshals. It is a collective, and I would be nothing without their leadership and their guidance.
Let me ask you, last week the Supreme Court upheld a Tennessee law banning certain gender-affirming care treatments for minors. It's the first time that court has weighed in on a state law. Why do you think, what will that do?
The Supreme Court is compromised, and we know that based on other rulings that they have done. Look at what's happening with birthright citizenship, something that is ingrained in the Constitution. You cannot change the Constitution by an executive order or a Supreme Court order. They are compromised, and this ruling against transgender kids is harmful because gender-affirming care saves lives. Every medical study, every medical organization is on the side of trans kids. The other side is purely going off of hate and bigotry, and it's a distraction. It's a distraction from the policies that are impacting the voters who voted for this. The voters who are going to lose their Medicaid and their health care and their jobs and not going to be able to afford their housing or having livable wages. They're taking 1% of the population as a scapegoat, and it's going to cost lives. Gender-affirming care is life-saving. And no tea, no shade, but Kim Guilfoyle, or whatever her name is, I've never seen so much gender-affirming care. Matt Gaetz, that gender-affirming care is making his face pulled. So for you to deny medical gender-affirming care is ridiculous. But if you look at this is a long answer, ABC, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
But if you look at the fine print, cis kids also receive gender-affirming care. They are still allowed to receive that under this Tennessee thing. This is a specific bigoted attack. The Supreme Court is compromised.
Young people, we were just speaking of them. You were at Youth Pride yesterday.
Yes.
What was it like? What's the vibe you're getting from the younger generation? Their concerns and their priorities?
So once you're given a taste of equality and liberation, you're going to fight like hell for it. So when they're rolling back trans rights and gay rights, and they're defunding the Black History Museum and the Indigenous History Museum, they're taking away history, and they're telling people that they are not equal under the law. When we've tasted equality, we're not going to let it go. So yesterday, with these families who are showing up with unconditional love, showing up as a parent and a family should, that gives me hope. Seeing those kids being their authentic self, we are there to ensure that they survive to be authentic adults. Because every kid deserves to be a kid and to grow into being their authentic self. So yesterday was beautiful. I was so joyful to be there for the Ali Fournet Center, for the Transformative Schools, which is one of our Grand Marshals today, for PFLAG. And so they can pass whatever Supreme Court ruling or whatever legislation. We have always been here. We will always be here. And no law or politician is going to take our humanity away. We will outlive them. Their days are numbered.
Period, exclamation point.
Boom!
Marty, do the honors, please. Confetti.
Draw, okay. Wait, down here? Okay. I gotta go to the gym. How do you do it? Okay. Yeah, okay. Edit it. Did you have trouble? Okay. Yeah. Okay, wait, but what do I do? Okay, hold on. Here, let me put this here. Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Okay, she may be Grand Marshal, but I don't know how to work that.
Yeah.
That was complicated.
That was a tough one. That was a tough one. You know what's not tough, though, is giving love to Deutsche Bank and Glisten, who are right behind us
right now.
Oh, Deutsche is a big supporter of Glisten. They're with them on the March route, but they also celebrated them earlier this month with a fundraiser that had folks like Jennifer Holliday, Big Frida. They're doing incredible work for our community.
And we should mention that Deutsche Bank's a German multinational investment bank, financial services company headquartered in Frankfurt. And for those who don't know, Glisten is a leading national education organization working to create safe and inclusive K-12 schools for LGBTQ youth.
And just want to say, pay attention to the names and the companies that are on your screen this year. It's all I need to say.
Supporters.
Pay attention. They showed up this year. All right. I know what it looks like. We do. We see you, and we love you. You're the one who said I had to give more hearts this year, so there you go. All right, I know it looks like all the fun is happening right here and behind us, and it is, but something very memorable is about to take place just alongside the March route. Pedro, are you there? Are you in place?
Oh, I am in place. By the way, Sam, I love that little bit of shade you threw right there. I love it. Performing a very special version of Bridge Over Troubled Water. Please welcome from Broadway's Real Women Have Curves, the legendary, the great Sandra Valls.
Pride March 2025. We'll be right back.
Marty, congratulations on being a Grand Marshal of New York City Pride. You've always been such a shining beacon, fighting for equality and fairness and decency and fun and joy, and such a great presence in the New York queer scene. I love you and I'm very proud of you.
You bring your own mustard.
Thinks he's better than us, Mr. Hollywood.
You think you're better than us?
Thinks he's better than us.
Well, you bring your own meat? Flowers for my wife?
That'd be nice, actually.
In a Jurassic world, every Jeep vehicle is Jurassic rated. Experience open-air freedom for all. Unsurpassed towing, no matter what it is. Or a third row to fit in all the adventure. Jeep, Jurassic World Rebirth.
Right now, get Employee Pricing Plus, get $3,500 bonus cash allowance on the 2024 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon 4x4. See your Tri-State Jeep brand dealer today.
This summer in New York State, there's everything to love. From cityscapes to green lakes. Whatever moves you, inspires you, recharges you, you'll find it here. New York State, everything you love. Plan your summer getaway at iloveny.com.
I remember my first Pride. No floats, no sponsors. All we had was each other.
I wasn't out. I didn't know what to expect. But on the street, the whole city was with me.
This is the transition to my first hot girl summer. I need this Pride. We all do. We need community.
I always eat my hot dogs with Mike's Amazing. Yeah, you should try it. I'd hit it. What?
This is delicious. But hey, Ma, what are you doing?
Sorry, but he's right.
You're going to the home.
Bruh, I don't know what that means.
New York City, it's time to rise up. Today we march to honor the trailblazers and every voice that demands equality.
No matter who you are or where you come from, you belong here. You belong in Pride.
Your energy is electric, your love is loud, and your pride is powerful. So let's celebrate.
Happy Pride, New York City!
I love it. And we can be even louder. All right, we're back. Magically, we're back with Channel 7's live coverage of the 55th Annual NYC Pride March, which is making its way down the streets of Manhattan. You can see it right behind us.
Yes, and we're joined by Michelle Arimia, who is one of the co-chairs of the Heritage of Pride. I rolled that R. Credit to Pride, the nonprofit that produces and plans this Pride March, along with all kinds of things in New York City, in the community throughout the year. Happy Pride, Michelle.
Happy Pride, everyone.
Yes.
Happy Pride.
What a great day.
I know.
Michelle, you've been involved in this for more than 2 decades, but can you tell us more about the full history of Heritage of Pride and all of its involvement?
So we were born out of the Christopher Street Liberation Day Parade, which when they folded, we took over. So we've been around since 1984.
Wow.
Trying to make a change, be visible, and honestly, just show people that we're here in numbers. That's where we're at.
And supporting so many people.
Oh my gosh, we have so many folks from like professionals all the way, everybody. We encompass the world here in New York City, so we represent everyone. We feel like our job is greater than just New York City. It definitely goes and revolves back into the world, and we let other people be powerful. So our job is so much greater than just this moment right here.
Do it. Make it bigger. And we know this, right? So what are some of the other things that you guys have got going on?
All right, so last weekend we did a brunch to raise money for the organization. Everything that we raise goes for next year so we can do our events for free. We also had Youth Pride yesterday, which was really well attended, and we're so proud of that event. And we had, today we have Pride Fest going on over on the other side of town.
At the end of the parade.
Yes.
So there's something to do in every area.
Everywhere.
Yeah. And what's the impact of the theme this year, Rise Up, Pride, and Protest? What's your intention behind that?
Well, our intention is our rights are being threatened right now. So we're going to rise up. We're going to celebrate who we are, but at the same time, we're going to show up and we're going to tell the world, here we are. We're gonna show up, but we are mad. Like we shouldn't be getting our rights taken away from us at the moment. We should be celebrating the love that we have for each other, and we should be protecting trans kids, and we should be standing up for one another, and definitely for marginalized communities. We're doing the opposite of that here in the United States. So we want to definitely show that we want to protest. Yes, we are strong and we are angry, but we're also celebrating because we're still here.
How can people get involved in what you're doing? Because we know it's going to take everybody watching to help you. So how can they?
Well, you can donate is the big thing, and people power. So you can go to nycpride.org and donate to our organization. Whatever you give us goes to keep these events for free for all of New York City, so we can be here, so that the world can see us.
Excellent.
Michelle, thank you so much. We appreciate what you are doing, what everybody with Heritage of Pride is doing. You're out and about. And we also have somebody out and about. Pedro is out with your co-chair. Pedro.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Thanks, Lauren. I'm here with Michelle's co-chair, Kaz Alexander. And Lauren is right. You guys are working along the march route today. So this is now your second year as co-chair of this amazing organization, Heritage of Pride. For people who don't know about HOP, what is HOP? What is Heritage of Pride?
Heritage of Pride is the organization that produces all of our events at New York City Pride. So we sort of take over the city. This is our 41st year, and I absolutely adore being co-chair. It allows me to sort of be the head of the volunteer group that welcomes everybody to New York.
How hard is it to get volunteers? Do people want to be here?
People want to be here. We have almost 1,000 people sign up every year to be our volunteers to help pull all of this together. It's a lot of hard work, a lot of free labor, but a lot of love.
Why is it so important for you to be a co-chair? You know, that's a leadership position. Why was it important for you to take that role, especially during this year?
I think this year, with the rulings from the Supreme Court, federal legislation, there's a lot of challenge to LGBTQ folks, myself included. So as a black gay man, it's really important for me to step up in my own way. I think important for everybody else to step up. So the moment is now. I'm meeting the moment.
I love that. The moment is now. And to make this now happen, you have to have a lot of volunteers, a lot of people. Tell me a little bit about how many people came out to make this happen.
Absolutely. So we put in thousands of volunteer hours over the course of the year. So from probably this point or a few hours from now until the next year, thousands of hours. We have a very small staff of 7 that turns into about 15. There's 15 board members and then 1,000 volunteers. So a bunch of us come together to put this together. It's a labor truly of love.
And to see the kind of support, you look at all the organizations that come out to support you. What's that like to see that, hey, there are organizations, there are corporations and people who do support your community?
Absolutely. I think the corporations, the institutions, the companies that are here are not just supporting LGBTQ rights and pride, but they're also supporting their employees. So we see that. We see the love for the employees. We see the inclusion that it creates. So it's not just about community. It's all about companies, institutions, agencies, everybody coming together to say that we all matter, institutions, companies included.
I love that. Kaz Alexander, co-chair for Heritage of Pride. Guys, we'll send it back to you guys as we're here on the parade route. And I see, I think some, what's this? Disney magic. Disney magic right behind me. My friends.
Oh, Pedro, Michelle, Kaz, and the whole team at Heritage of Pride really finds a way to outdo themselves year after year after year. I don't know how to do it.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a lot of work, and it takes a village. In our case, it takes a city, because we are the greatest city in the world.
Yes.
And it takes an entire neighborhood, this neighborhood. The Flatiron Nomad Partnership is proud to partner with Heritage of Pride as the starting line destination of the iconic NYC Pride March. Now, the partnership launched Start with Love Pride in Flatiron Nomad to amplify local voices and spotlight the LGBTQIA+ businesses, artists, and performers throughout public displays, art installations, and pop-up performances. You can bring it, it's okay.
Yes,
Throughout the district, the program culminates at the NYC Pride March, and it affirms the district's identity and legacy as a place where inclusivity and community can thrive.
Hey
and
guys,
now,
recognize those ears?
Yes, rainbow
We
ears.
love them. We love them.
this is our parent company, the Walt Disney Company, and
Yes.
we're so proud of their constant and unwavering support.
These employees today are representing Disney with the theme, We Are the Magic, celebrating Disney's diverse global workforce and the company's powerful legacy of telling really unforgettable stories that entertain and resonate around the world.
Yay, Disney. Look
All
at
right.
that.
Oh
Few
my
of our
gosh.
friends out there.
I love every one of them. Thank you. It's so good to see you. Pride March 2025 will be right back. Look at those ears.
Woo!
Thanks, family.
Final days of the grueling Diddy trial. Eyewitness News has every update up to the minute from inside the courtroom. Last words, jury deliberations. Watch or stream every newscast. Follow ABC7 New York's live blog and catch daily recaps on YouTube and TikTok.
At TD, we care about the who's in your life as well as the what's. That's why we're a first stop on your walk kind of place. A helping throw your little pirate a happy birthday kind of place. And a being there for you, poolside, coffee side, kitchen side kind of place. Because being a you first kind of place is how TD is making banking unexpectedly human.
Protection is what you think about when they're just waking up. It's a steady hand that's always there. It's in the things that you do every day, even when no one sees it. Vaccination is protection too. Simple, powerful, quiet, like so much of what you do. Immunization is protection.
Now is the time to experience The Lion King on Broadway. Feel the love, celebrate the joy, and experience the majesty. Visit LionKing.com today.
103.5 KTU presents Beatstock 25, starring Joey McIntyre. Joey McIntyre from New Kids on the Block. And Boy George. Freedom Williams from CNC Music Factory. Right Set Bread. And many more. Beatstock 25. The complete lineup and ticket info at KTU.com.
There's power in touch. Don't let Mpox disrupt your power. Gay, bisexual, and other men who have sex with men and transgender or non-binary adults with certain risk factors are among those at the highest risk for Mpox. Embrace your community. You can help protect yourself by getting the 2-dose vaccine. What are you waiting for? Get empowered against Mpox.
Welcome back. Channel 7 live coverage of the 2025 NYC Pride March. We've mentioned how meaningful grand marshals are to today's festivities.
Well, earlier today, Kimberly had the chance to catch up with one of them, the former White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre.
All right. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride. Wait, Kimberly, can I just say that it's so great to see you because I've watched you. I grew up in New York, and having this moment is very special to me.
And same. I mean, come on. You're a rock star. Speaking of first. Okay. You were the first Black and openly queer person to be White House Press Secretary, the longest serving female in that role. What is your next first, Karine?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, I think being part of this moment today, this is about rising up. This is about making sure our voices continue to be loud and clear. When you think about how this all started after the Stonewall Uprising in 1970, this Pride Parade, New York City Pride Parade, it was because we needed to protest. It was because our voices needed to be heard. It was because we had to stand up for our siblings and be in community and be seen and be heard. So I'm going to continue to use my voice in this way, showing up for people, speaking up for people. That's what I've done my whole entire career. So how it looks like, the form it looks like, we'll see. But certainly being a Grand Marshal today for New York City Pride in this moment is incredibly special and hopefully important. And I want people to feel seen, hopefully through me, by seeing me here today.
I think they do. Very inspiring. So the theme of this year's march is Rise Up, Pride in Protest. Why is it important for those in the youth, particularly in the LGBTIA plus community, even if they're not old enough to vote, to be involved in politics? What can they do?
I think if you want to make change, you got to be involved. And the most simplest way of getting involved is voting, right? Making sure that when there's an election, it doesn't matter if it's like the dog catcher, right? Or whatever it is, from your local level all the way up to the federal level. Because if you go out and vote and speak your mind, then you're protecting not just yourself, but your community. So getting involved in that way. And I want to see the youth. We need more young people deciding to work in politics or to run for office. We need that fresh infusion of minds and ideas. And this is so important because marching means you're resisting as well, in joy, in community. And so today is really important. And I hope youth get involved. And our trans siblings, they're being attacked. Youth are being attacked. And the way to protect each other is to get involved as a community, all of us. We need our allies too, not just us who are part of the community, but we need our allies to stand next to each other side by side.
And while this event, Pride March in New York City, is so important, year-round, what are some of the things you think are important that you do to support the community?
I mean, just get involved in your community. If there's an issue that you care about, an organization that you love that needs that little boost of assistance, that needs you either doing communications or fundraising or outreach, there's ways to stay involved all year around. And I think that's something that people tend to forget. It's not just on election day. You gotta be there for your community, especially for those who are suffering and need our voice. And so that's what I employ, and that's what I hope that message gets through, especially to young people. Young people, we need you, we need you, we need you. Please get involved.
Listen to her. We need you, we need you. What I need you to do is a tradition.
I love this.
Confetti, cannon.
Okay.
Okay. Point, watch your face.
Wait.
Oh
okay. Wait. Where do I
point it up? There you go.
Okay.
Twist.
And then twist. Oh my gosh, guys! Wait.
No, go ahead. Twist them opposite ways.
Okay. Oh, I see.
Happy Pride!
I love how she grew up watching Kimberly.
Yeah, right?
What a lovely treat. And she's just
a full circle
so
moment.
much. Exactly. Good for her.
Let's check in with our friend David, who's getting ready to introduce our next performance. David!
Yes, thanks, Sam. Our next performer knows a thing or two about going viral. The video for their single Jericho off their debut album has over 53 million million views and 180 million streams on Spotify alone. And if you're in the city, you can catch them headlining Pride Fest later today. Give it up for GLAAD's Breakthrough Artist of 2024, Inika!
Fabulous. Fabulous.
Coming up, we've still got a performance from Lux Noir London and much more on the March route.
Don't go anywhere. The 55th annual New York City Pride March will be right back on Channel 7.
Congrats, Karine. You've always stood up for what matters, and now you're leading the New York Pride March. To everyone out there, keep rising, keep marching, and never stop being proud.
We heard you. Savings should be easier. So we created the new Stop and Shop Savings Station. Quickly scan your card or enter your phone number to activate your weekly digital coupons and personalized offers. Shop smarter, save more. Only at Stop and Shop.
Since 1983, Nissan has been assembling award-winning vehicles for you, right here in America. And we're committed to keeping our lineup affordable and free from new tariffs. That's why we've lowered MSRP on our best-selling Rogue and Pathfinder. So you can get the car you want, at the price you want, knowing Nissan is here for you at the Nissan Summer Sales Event.
Now get 0% APR financing for 60 months on Rogue or Pathfinder, or get a low $239 per month lease on Rogue.
Are you and the dolls looking for a boat ride that slays? We'll ride NYC Ferry to experience the mother of all commutes. NYC Ferry is serving city views, convenience, temperature-controlled vessels, easy ticketing, and landmarks galore.
There's something we all have in common at Delta.
Hi, guys.
Some call it our spirit. It's the difference between believing and doing. Where helping others reach their potential unlocks a path of our own. Where our journeys aren't measured by miles flown, but by the moments that shape us.
This week, stop and shop for great deals. Stop and Shop T-bone or porterhouse steak is $8.99 per pound. Stem Insect Zapper is $17.99. And Northwest Red Cherries are $1.99 per pound. Stop and Shop. Feed the moment.
Right there with God's Love We Deliver. Welcome back to the 55th Annual New York City Pride March. I'm thrilled to be celebrating the finale of Pride Month right here with my family at Channel 7. Pedro.
Yes.
I know it's only your second year joining us, but from the beginning, Laura and I have actually held some space for you, my friend.
We've held space.
We have.
So you're happy enough to post this of us holding space
I'm sure
together,
it's,
right?
I mean, I feel like I'm kind of in your way,
The world
guys.
isn't finding it, but I'm sure
we're holding space.
Yeah, we did it. And they didn't see it. The world
You didn't get to see it, but they were kind of holding hands.
Yeah, we were kind of.
Yeah, and I see David is holding space on that God's Love We Deliver float.
Hey,
David.
Hey, y'all, you have me working hard today. I'm everywhere, and I'm right now with someone I'm a huge fan of. I love your work, Carlos King, executive producer, Real Housewives, Love and Hip Hop. What does it feel like to be an ambassador for God's Love We Deliver?
God's Love We Deliver is such an amazing organization, and we are here celebrating our 40th year anniversary. It's an organization that provides medically tailored food for individuals with over 200 different illnesses. So I'm so happy to partner with them on this momentous occasion.
And what does pride mean to God's love?
Pride means that God loves everything's in love. They tailor food with love. They have been a pillar of the gay community since 1985. So to be a part of this fantastic organization means the world to me.
And how can people get involved?
Listen, go to their website. We need volunteers. We accept donations. And to be a part of it, I promise you, you're going to feel the love that they have instituted since 1985.
Well, thank you, and thank you, God's love. I don't think I'm coming back. I'm hanging out with icons. Look at who's here. Why would I get off this thing?
Thank you. Thank you, my love.
I love that. I love that so much. Icons. That's what he does.
Listen,
keeps good company.
It's the most fun part. Let's learn. We're standing there watching David have the time of his life, and let's learn a little bit more.
It's such a beautiful organization. We want to share a little bit more about what they do. Take a look.
Food is a basic necessity, but it's also very comforting. God's love brings back some of that. I'm doing a lot better than I was 5 years ago. Been through physical issues, digestive issues, which, I really had to change my diet. I have good meals to eat. As important as the food is, the good energy they put out is just as important. I really feel like we're friends.
We started in 1985 with one woman who was delivering a bag of groceries to a man dying from AIDS. That one bag of groceries has evolved into more than 4 million medically tailored meals each and every year.
It's important for New York City Pride to support community-based organizations like God's Love We Deliver because these are the groups that are doing the daily work of care, advocacy, and survival.
The incredible partnership that we have with God's Love We Deliver. We understand what their challenges might be, as well as the opportunities and how we as L'Oreal can co-create alongside them to fill those gaps. Continuing to support an organization requires that consistent effort. For us, supporting LGBTQI+ communities and individuals is a 365-day effort.
40 years of service, one shared community. NYC Pride celebrates God's Love We Deliver.
Pride March 2025. We'll be right back.
The most watched newscast in America. And now, ABC's World News Tonight has won the Emmy for Best Live News Program for the 3rd year in a row.
Dear sharp curves,
don't spin your wheels. With more all-wheel drive sedans than any other brand, you can bet your bottom dollar we're sharper than ever. 'Cause man, we got traction. Yours, Toyota Sedans.
Lease a new 2025 Corolla for just $199 a month, or lease the 2025 Camry with all-wheel drive for just $299 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
103.5 KTU presents Beat Stock 25, starring Joey McIntyre. Joey McIntyre from New Kids on the Block. And Boy George. Freedom Williams from CNC Music Factory. Right Set Fred. And many more. Beat Stock 25. The complete lineup and ticket info at KTU.com.
You combed through every last piece of evidence. You made the final, impossible connection. And all the while, you were soaking in the bath. Audible. There's more to imagine when you listen.
I remember my first Pride. No floats, no sponsors. All we had was each other.
I wasn't out. I didn't know what to expect. But on the street, the whole city was with me.
This is the transition to my first hot girl summer. I need this Pride. We all do. We need community.
Beauty was never something that was just what you found in a mirror. Beauty is the ways in which you ensure that people feel seen, considered, and included in the multifaceted vision of beauty that we hope to perpetuate across society. This speaks directly to our partnership with organizations like New York City Pride and God's Love We Deliver. At L'Oreal, we will continue to do the work, and we're proud to say that we see so much beauty in the work that New York City Pride and God's Love We Deliver drive forward.
And welcome back to the 2025 Pride March, NYC Pride March. We'd like to thank you all for celebrating with us today, especially L'Oreal, who's been a huge supporter of New York City Pride and an incredible partner of God's Love We Deliver.
Right now, you're taking a live look at the SAG-AFTRA flow. SAG-AFTRA, of course, we're talking about actors, people behind the scenes, in front of the camera. SAG-AFTRA does so much. Members are the voices and faces that entertain and inform America and the world. SAG-AFTRA approximately has 160,000 actors, announcers, broadcasters like ourselves, DJs, everything you can imagine that provides entertainment, that is them. And as you can see here, a massive support. We also saw Eyewitness as well.
Was just in front of them. It's a union that represents over 170,000 behind-the-scenes entertainment workers across the U.S. and Canada, from Broadway to Hollywood and every place in between.
These are the people that, when there are stories about LGBT+ community, that they're the ones who make it, that can show the message to the world, not just, you know, in your own communities, but it can spread everywhere with the stories they're telling.
That's how we get this stuff on the air. Kimberly's with Juliana Glass, who's one of the speakers who appeared at Youth Pride yesterday, and her very own story is what you want to hear. Kim!
Oh, hi, Sam. I'm down here in the thick of things. Juliana, thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. What a joy.
Okay, your story is stuff movies are made of. Okay, let me see. You started as an ultra-conservative Christian singer, and now you're here. How did you get from there to here?
I know. I give all of my gratitude to gays and books, because literally my liberation could really rest on the LGBTQ community. I met my first gay couple, and I was like, I love you. You are actually freedom. That's why they wanted me to be scared of you, because you are freedom and liberation. So I left the indoctrinated religion in 2019, went back to school, graduated from Oxford University in 2023, and now I'm waving a new banner that says, this is what happens when women read.
Oh, we love that. You were at Youth Pride yesterday, right?
Yes, we were.
How was that? What is the vibe? What is happening there?
So much energy, and as a mom of 3 myself, to see the parents that are rallying around their youth, rallying around the LGBTQ youth was such an honor. And I want to call on every parent. I come from that world. You child if they were in the LGBTQ community, and I just want mothers and fathers to rally around their children to support them. You can have both faith and support your LGBTQ youth.
Do you think where we are in this country now, that that's possible?
It has to be possible. I believe love bats last. I believe that it does save the day. I do believe that if you are proximate, it's proximity and narrative. That's what upholds systems of oppression. So if you immerse yourself in the LGBTQ community, you have no choice but to love. Love will always bat last.
And tell us, please, more about this is what happens when women leave. Tell us about the organization.
Oh, yes. So we are a global force for women's education. We're partnered with the University of Oxford. We give scholarships to women around the world that are facing unique challenges and barriers to their education because of being a woman.
Juliana, thank you for all you do. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Such a pleasure. The honor is mine.
Okay, guys, this is epic. This is the stuff dreams are made of. Back to you guys.
Oh, what an interview. Kimberly, thank you so much. As right now you see Lambda Legal passing by.
Right behind us.
They're founded back in 1973. Lambda Legal is a national organization committed to achieving full recognition of the civil rights of LGBTQ+ people.
Fearless and unstoppable. And so are we. Pride March 2025. We'll be right back.
How you doing?
This summer in New York State, there's everything to love. From cityscapes to green lakes. Whatever moves you, inspires you, recharges you, you'll find it here. New York State, everything you love. Plan your summer getaway at iloveny.com.
Life runs on its own schedule. So, at TD, we run on yours. Because sometimes going for a walk just can't wait. And your morning meeting runs over because, well, look at that face. At TD, we know life's most important appointments come first. So if you're there, we're there too. That's how we're making banking unexpectedly human.
Americans, we can do anything we want, except one thing. We just can't stop being American. So get out there, take your swing, rev your engines and let freedom ring, and never, ever, ever stop being American. Nothing stops America, and nothing stops Ram.
Right now, well-qualified current Chevrolet, GMC, and most Ford pickup owners or lessees can lease the 2025 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4 for $419 a month. See your tri-state Ram dealer today.
Sweeten your summer at Paris Baguette with strawberry pistachio pastries and cake, freshly made to make your day. Pair them with an expertly crafted pistachio latte or cold brew. Stop into your local Paris Baguette today or order online at parisbaguette.com.
The best mattress deals so you can get your best sleep. Only during the 4th of July mattress sale at Raymore and Flanigan. Save hundreds on top brands. Get $500 off Tempur-Pedic Breeze, up to $400 off Beautyrest Black and Stearns & Foster, $225 on Serta Perfect Sleeper X, and more. Or combine sale pricing with interest-free financing for up to 72 months. Mattresses are in stock and ready for free next-day delivery and old mattress removal. Don't miss 4th of July mattress deals at Raymore and Flanigan.
Step into a whole new world at Disney's Aladdin, celebrating 10 years of Broadway magic. A dazzling, wondrous adventure filled with show-stopping visual spectacle. What more could you wish for? Get tickets at AladdinTheMusical.com.
What's that? It's electric. You are electric.
It isn't electric unless it makes you feel something. A luxury EV should understand that. The all-electric Lexus RZ.
Get special offers on select Lexus RZ models.
Welcome back to the 55th Annual NYC Pride March. As you're taking a look at Got to Be. What a sponsor. They've demonstrated their continued support for NYC Pride and is the Stage Fest sponsor for the second year in a row at Pride Fest. You're a got-to-be guy. Look at that hair, Sam Champion.
Look, it is not moving, I promise that. David, is there any reason for hair to move on a day like today?
Definitely should not be moving on a day like today. Thank God for all the hair and makeup people that are keeping us together.
Seriously, and if it is, then throw some got-to-be in there, you should be pretty good.
So if you make it over to Pride Fest, you can see their booth. It's right by the stage. Don't miss it. Got to be.
I like that. I was not ready for that sound effect,
I love the click.
I'm into it. All right, guys, again, welcome back to the 55th Annual NYC Pride March. Lauren is supposed to be introducing us to our next speaker, our next performer here.
Yep.
So we're going to go
I think it's Lux Noir. I think that's who's up next. Lauren, save us up here because we don't know what's going on down there.
I'm going to tell you, and it's about to be a religious experience. But you will need to buckle up and put a helmet on because I am talking about somebody you know from RuPaul's Drag Race, and she is out with a new hit single called Worship. Let's give it up for Lux Noir London.
Happy Pride, New York! Call me Messiah, the way the be walking on water. When I take my name in vain, shout out Holy Ghost, Son and the Father. Wanna make it through pearly gates, but no shade, my heaven is hotter. None of this exists simulation. Who's the one and true daughter? Why waste your time? Hell in heaven, like in the mind. Fear not brimstone, sulfur, and fire. Like creation spring from inside. Why waste your time? Shut that ego, just let it die. All the same thing, you, me, and I. Let the queendom spring from inside. If my love for you is sacred and it's yours till I die. If the body's a temple, then I want you inside. Only my flesh to offer, pray your hunger subsides. Wanna worship your body, then will you worship mine? My love for you is sacred and it's yours till I die. Wanna worship your body, body, body. Want you to worship mine. Make some noise, New York! Oh, na knock on the doors of the church, fa la la la, Lux Noir London Bridge, fa la la la, Lux Noir London, phenomenon. We are the chosen, need your devotion. Give to me and in exchange, love is deep as the ocean. Know this, we are one, beautiful legion. See myself inside my eyes, our souls will never die. Why waste your time? Hell and heaven lie in the mind. Fear not brimstone, sulfur, and fire. Let creation spring from inside. Why waste your time? Shut that ego, just let it die. All the same thing, you, we, and I. Let the queendom spring from inside. If my love for you is sacred and it's yours till I die. If the body's a temple, then I want you inside. Only my flesh to offer, pray your hunger subsides. Wanna worship your body, body, body. Want you to worship mine. Happy Pride, New York!
was incredible. Oh, and coming up right behind Lux is also the Consulate of Mexico and Envoy Events. I love this song. Mommy, are you watching? Oh, we have to give them a big shout out, and to Envoy Events, who is also the producer of Heritage, a new party for NYC Pride that took place last Friday. It was incredible. It's a fundraiser that is dedicated to the pioneers of this movement.
Fantastic. They got the mariachi, the música.
They're tossing rainbow elements. So I do need to say you're not allowed to have new parties without inviting me, David.
They didn't invite me either. I was working.
Okay, well, okay. From now on, every new party. In addition to putting this march and other events all year round, Heritage of Pride also gives back to the LGBTQIA plus community by offering grants to deserving local New York City organizations. To date, the Pride Gives Back program has awarded more than $25 million.
Yeah, $25 million. Very important. And this year's grant recipients celebrated last weekend at NYC Pride Bunch. In between the fabulous drag performances and the speeches, we talked to some of the attendees and organizers about the importance that Pride gives back.
The Pride Gives Back initiative starts with our mission, where NYC Pride works towards a future without discrimination, where all people have equal rights under the law. We do this by producing Pride events that inspire, educate, commemorate, and celebrate our diverse community. We developed our Pride Gives Back program to financially assist LGBTQIA community-based organizations that provide essential services, programs, and support to our community.
So it's teaching and educating key stakeholders on how to bridge those gaps for our community to be better protected and less stigmatized.
The impact that the Pride Gives Back grant will have on our organization is not small. A lot of these large institutions operate with a huge amount of funding. Our operating budget is below $60,000.
So I appreciate you being here and rising up with us.
Grande Gives Back lo que hace es aportar al trabajo que hacemos, servicios de conexión para servicios médicos, de salud mental.
The legendary NYC Pride March is a symbol of our presence in the community for over 50 years. But we know that we need to have our pride and show our pride every day, not just in June, not just during the march.
Congratulations to this year's Pride Gives Back recipients. They're all making such a big difference in their communities. If you have the means to help, scan the QR code or go to nycpride.org and donate. All of these grants are provided by Heritage of Pride. So when you support Heritage of Pride, you're supporting directly these other worthy organizations who receive these grants.
I'm trying so hard to listen to you. The music behind us got me to dance a little bit.
Channel 7's coverage of the 55th annual New York City Pride March will be right back. That's the New York family behind us. 156 years, New York Valley's been supporting children and families across all of New York City.
Why are mornings the best on Channel 7?
Because it starts with Eyewitness News this morning.
Breaking news, AccuWeather, and traffic.
Let's look at Futurecast. Then we pass things off to our friends at GMA.
Right here at 7A.
Followed by the #1 entertainment daytime talk show, Live with Kelly and Mark.
Is everybody ready? We toss it back to us for Eyewitness News mornings at 10. I'm beaming.
Before Whoopi and the team hit the day's hot topics on The View.
And we take it from there.
With Eyewitness News at noon. It's the best morning every morning, right here on Channel 7.
If you have heart failure or chronic kidney disease, Farxiga can help you keep living life, because there are places you'd like to be. Serious side effects include increased ketones in blood or urine and bacterial infection between the anus and genitals, both which may be fatal. Severe allergic reactions, dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections, and low blood sugar. Stop taking and tell your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, rash, swelling, trouble breathing or swallowing. Tell your doctor about lightheadedness, weakness, fever, pain, tenderness, redness or swelling between the anus and genitals. Ask your doctor about Farxiga today.
Farxiga.
Since 1983, Nissan has been assembling award-winning vehicles for you, right here in America. And we're committed to keeping our lineup affordable and free from new tariffs. That's why we've lowered MSRP on our best-selling Rogue and Pathfinder. So you can get the car you want, at the price you want, knowing Nissan is here for you at the Nissan Summer Sales Event.
Now get 0% APR financing for 60 months on Rogue or Pathfinder, or get a low $239 per month lease on Rogue.
There's something we all have in common at Delta.
Hi, guys.
Some call it our spirit. It's the difference between believing and doing. Where helping others reach their potential unlocks a path of our own. Where our journeys aren't measured by miles flown, but by the moments that shape us.
Channel 7's coverage of the 2025 NYC Pride March. Right behind us, Actors Equity.
You know, there has been a steady stream of marchers and floats coming through the route all day, but everything kicked off with the procession of this year's Grand Marshals. Earlier today, Kimberly caught up with Grand Marshal Alisa Crespo, who's the executive director of the Stonewall Community Foundation.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Alisa Crespo, you are the Executive Director of Stonewall Community Foundation. First of all, as a trans Latina woman, what does that speak? You're one of our Grand Marshals. That's phenomenal.
Yeah, it is quite phenomenal. This is the city that raised me. I grew up on the Christopher Street Pier in the the helicopter wants to make an announcement.
You are speaking. This is your time.
Yes. I was part of the once underground ballroom community. This is the city that raised me, and so it's a real honor to be asked to be a Grand Marshal this year, 20 years after I went to my very first Pride.
Let me ask you, what are your thoughts? The Supreme Court upholding the president's ban on transgender military members. What does that say, and where are we?
I think it's a bunch of malarkey. I think, you know, trans people exist. We're here. That's not going to change. We have been fighting against these oppressive systems for decades. I think it's important for everyday people to understand that they're being misinformed as it pertains to politics. Trans people are not to blame for the reason why you can't afford rent or why you can't afford to buy a home or pay off your student loan debt. So we need to come together and unite against our common enemies.
Let me ask you, tell us about the Stonewall Community Foundation. Yes. I don't know if people know a lot about that.
Stonewall Community Foundation is one of the nation's longest running LGBTQ community foundations, for us, by us. We fund all kinds of issue areas. We support grassroots LGBTQ nonprofits in New York City and beyond. And so I encourage people, if you're looking for a way to channel your frustration and rage, do that. You can do that through Stonewall Community Foundation.
Alisa, thank you so much. Can you do the honors? Confetti.
Oh, I don't have one.
There you go. This is for you. Don't point it in your face.
Okay.
Twist it and put your hand here. One here, one here. Move this one down and twist it in opposite direction.
Here we go. This one's for the girls. A twist.
Twist. Opposite direction.
Oh, okay, wait. I don't know if I'm strong enough to do this.
Here we go.
Okay, I don't think I'm strong enough to do
You got it. You got it. Here, do you want me to help?
You guys, I'm too soft.
You hold the mic.
Okay.
The honor. Ready?
You do it. I think this one's now. Oh! That was hard, wasn't it?
Happy Pride!
Only Kim knows how to do that.
It's always worth it in the end to see them struggle and then the glitter coming out. Pedro is ready to introduce our next performer, who is about to make this already steamy day a little bit steamier.
Listen, it's steamy, but no one's ever complained about it being too steamy, right? I don't know if you can handle any more heat, but I'll make an exception for the next few minutes. Performing Like Me, let's give it up for singer, songwriter, dancer, model, actor, activist, the ultimate slash, Laith Ashley.
Let's go. Come on, everybody. I want to hear you scream. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Yeah. I'm the one girl, can't you see? No one can do you like me, no. Treat you right, give it to you all night. Do all the freaky things you like. I know we hurt you, I know we lied. Said he'd always be by your side, girl. But I ain't him, babe, and he ain't me. Right here is where you're supposed to be. If you wanna do that, if you wanna stay friends, then I'ma fall back. Cause I ain't about no pressure, I'm about that. We be so good together, we can get it in. If you wanna do that, if you wanna stay friends, I'ma fall back. Cause I ain't about no pressure, I'm about that. We be so good together, he played all this. I came with just love, baby. Come on. Just love. We aren't the, you can't compare us. Only want the best for you and me. Forget the past, girl, just let it be. I'ma give you all the time you need. Ain't going nowhere, this is for keeps. That other dude can never be like me. Hey, 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 hey. Cause baby, I'm a different kind of breed. Let's go. Just give it some time and you gon' see. Raise your hands, let's go, let's go. That other dude can never be like me. Come on. Ooh baby, I hope you don't mind. Cause I only stay fast. But why waste time with a dude like that? I'm trying to give you all you'll ever need. Only good vibes and energy, yeah. He playing old games in a new age. The same old thing, turn a new page. Come with me, girl, ride a foreign. Ball and jump shot, we'll be scoring. If you wanna stay friends, cause I ain't about no pressure. We'll be so good together, we can get it in. If you wanna stay friends, cause I ain't about no pressure. We be so good together, he played all this. I came with just love. We aren't the, you can't compare us. Only want the best for you and me. Forget the past, girl, just let it be. I'ma give you all the time you need. Ain't going nowhere, this is for keeps. That other dude can never be like me. Hey, 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 hey. Cause baby, I'm a different kind of breed. Just give it some time and you gon' see. That other dude can never be like me. Yeah. Ooh baby. Hey, happy Pride NYC. I'm so glad to be here in the city that raised me. Let's do me a favor. Let's love one another. Let's protect trans people, protect trans youth, protect trans women, and protect all marginalized and oppressed people all over the world. I love you, I love you, I love you, and thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. On a gun show, right here, right? I mean,
I'm not flexing.
No, we should all be flexing. Give it up for Laith Ashley and give it up for Lufthansa. They're our 2025 NYC Pride Grandstand sponsors, and they've helped make all of today's performances look extra special.
And you're looking right now at a float representing Susie Villa and Tea Lounge. This is really interesting. Susie Villa Tea Lounge is the first New York City trans bar. It is owned and operated by trans women. It's founded for the visibility and rights of transgender women. Susie Villa Tea Lounge is a safe place where transgender people and those who love them can be themselves without fear of discrimination. It's located in Manhattan, about 17th Street. Good for them.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Coming up, we have performances from Vincent and Emily Estefan, plus so much more along the March route.
Trust us, you don't want to go anywhere. But if you really need time, you got 3 minutes, a.k.a. a fourth of the time that Katy Perry wouldn't stay.
Channel 7's coverage of the NYC Pride March will be right back.
Dear Triathlon, let's splash through rushing rivers, take on iconic trails, and race straight to the top. What's the point of winning if you can't kick back and enjoy the view? Yours, Toyota SUVs.
Right now, you can lease RAV4, the #1 selling vehicle in America, for just $319 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
103.5 KTU presents Beat Stock 25, starring Joey McIntyre. Joey McIntyre from New Kids on the Block. And Boy George. Freedom Williams from CNC Music Factory. complete lineup and ticket info at KTU.com.
Have you been on board the mother of all commutes? Whether you've seen us on TikTok or been on board with us, NYC Ferry is taking New Yorkers and visitors alike on one sleigh of a ride. Just like Pride, all are welcome on board here.
Step into a whole new world at Disney's Aladdin, celebrating 10 years of Broadway magic. A dazzling, wondrous adventure filled with show-stopping visual spectacle. What more could you wish for? Get tickets at AladdinTheMusical.com.
You combed through every last piece of evidence. You made the final, impossible connection. And all the while, you were soaking in the bath. Audible. There's more to imagine when you listen.
At TD, we care about the who's in your life as well as the what's. That's why we're a first stop on your walk kind of place. A helping throw your little pirate a happy birthday kind of place. And a being there for you, poolside, coffee side, kitchen side kind of place. Because being a you first kind of place is how TD is making banking unexpectedly human.
I started Untuckit 14 years ago, and today we have more than 85 stores. I've talked a million times about our perfect untucked shirts, but what I haven't talked about is the quality and detail that goes into making each one. We developed a stay-put collar that never falls flat. Then we sourced unbreakable buttons and a special heat-lock thread. Finally, we have exceptional quality control, so there's no shrinkage and each shirt fits the same over and over. Come try us at untuckit.com.
It is a great day to celebrate Pride. Welcome back to our live coverage of the 55th annual NYC Pride March. You see there.
That's a
great
look at this.
I like this. A double-decker bus. That's where the party is. That's where the party is. Now, if you're watching from home on ABC7, thank you so much. We're also airing on ABC News Live, ABC7NY.com. I got to tell you, all the heat, the city, the parade, the pride, it's really giving. She's giving main character energy today.
Yes, she is.
Wait.
Oh, yeah.
I'm giving main character energy? Because I really prefer, I mean, I'm like a he, him guy. So, I mean, you were all looking at me, so I'm like, I thought maybe.
You're giving main character every day. I sit next to him every day.
When you have to stand here and beg for compliments, they don't count. All right. The theme of this year's NYC Pride March is Rise Up, Pride and Protest. The word protest and the act of protesting can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people.
She's been practicing.
As you were saying, to some people, celebration is a form of protest, which is why we talked to some of the attendees at the New York City Pride Brunch about what protesting means to them.
I protest.
I protest.
I protest. I protest by losing blindly and unconditionally. By donating to the Trevor Project. By organizing lesbian events.
Fundraisers, voting, signing petitions, watching the news, and staying informed.
I protest by being unapologetically black and queer and true to the art form of drag and just giving my all anytime I hit the stage.
We chose the theme, Rise Up, Pride and Protest, because of the current climate. We wanted to return back to our roots of Stonewall Inn and really show people that we're not where we need to be yet. I hope that people are able to take away all year long that Pride is more than 1 month. It's 365 days a year of existing. How are you going to show up with New York City Pride and protest?
We rise up. I rise up.
We rise up for equality.
By putting my body on the line. By being myself, being a big lesbian every single day.
That's how we protest.
Some long-standing partners have retreated, but others have stood firm with us, proving that visibility does matter. You can show up as a volunteer or as a sponsor. I rise up in protest by naming those who continue to support us, like ABC, Swiss Air, Lufthansa, iHeartRadio, Macy's, and Deutsche Bank.
There are so many reasons why people say I protest, right? So important, some pretty powerful words. And Lauren is standing by with someone who is looking at those words, those powerful words and actions to help support nonprofits. Hey, Lauren.
Hey, Pedro. Well, I'm here joined by Tyler Rusidi, who volunteers his time by using his experience in the corporate world to help nonprofits thrive, which is so important. So Tyler, how did you get involved with that, moving from corporate to really helping them do more good?
Yeah, I wouldn't even say it's a transition. I mean, activism runs through my blood. I would say I'm an activist and I've always been flexing that muscle my entire life personally and professionally too. You know, what's really important, I'll tell you, I grew up below the poverty line, you know, moving home to home every year. I had nothing, but I remember coming of age. Coming of age was me coming out. And coming to New York City Pride, my first Pride, hopping on LIRR, I felt so seen. It was my first time feeling authentically seen, and now it gave me a platform to stand on. It gave me a community to stand with and a North Star, you know, to push for.
And to that point, you've been giving back to Heritage of Pride ever since, and your volunteerism and engaging corporations to do activism as well. So tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah. What I've done, I've volunteered for New York City Pride. I remember marching as an attendee like everyone here. Then I started volunteering, giving back. I had nothing, but I made sure that I, you know, was here for folks and helping out the march. Now I was helping out the board in the past few months, and I also help out a number of other queer organizations because they are the backbone to this community. You look at like ACT UP, you look at GLSEN, GLAAD, HRC, they've paved the way for us all to be here today.
You're talking about so many nonprofits that need funding and need donations to do the work.
Yeah, I would say, like right now, I think about all the work that they have done, the history that these nonprofits have preserved, and the joy that they protect. And I think ultimately why I'm a volunteer and why I give back is to help out that younger version of myself, that younger Tyler that unfortunately, you know, didn't have much now, but I can give back and try to help that next generation. So my encouragement to everyone is to turn your anxiety into action. And I want to say that people, if you are a kid and you feel alone, you're closeted, this space is for you. We are here for you. I'm here for you. You are seen. This march is for you.
It is one big hug for so many people. Tyler, thank you so much for your insightful words and inspiring words to get out there, volunteer, and know that this community will embrace you. Let's go back to Kimberly.
Oh, thank you, Lauren. When we return, we've got a very special performance by Vincent. More marches, more floats, of course, more glitter, and more celebrating. We will be right back.
Look at you, Fifth Avenue. You are gorgeous. Channel 7's coverage of the 2025 Pride March. We'll be right back.
We heard you. Savings should be easier. So we created the new Stop and Shop Savings Station. Quickly scan your card or enter your phone number to activate your weekly digital coupons and personalized offers. Shop smarter, save more. Only at Stop and Shop.
Americans, we can do anything we want, except one thing. We just can't stop being American. So get out there, take your swing, rev your engines and let freedom ring, and never, ever, ever stop being American. Nothing stops America, and nothing stops Ram.
Right now, well-qualified current Chevrolet, GMC, and most Ford pickup owners or lessees can lease the 2025 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4 for $419 a month. See your Tri-State Ram dealer today.
It's in recognition of the rebels who started this journey 55 years ago. It's also a symbol of solidarity with LGBTQ plus youth growing up today who will always have a place they can come to and discover what the community is all about.
This week, Stop and Shop for great deals. Stop and Shop T-bone or porterhouse steak is $8.99 per pound. Stem Insect Zapper is $17.99. And Northwest Red Cherries are $1.99 per pound. Stop and Shop. Feed the moment.
Welcome back to Channel 7's live coverage of the 55th Annual NYC Pride March. Now, whether you're watching us on Channel 7, ABC News Live, or on abcnews.com or abcny.com, we're happy to have you with us. This is our chance to hold space for each other.
I'll be your Ariana to your Cynthia.
I love this. David, thank you. It's our moment together.
Yes.
Thank you so much. And thank you for being here. You're co-hosting this year.
I am, and I'm so happy to be back. You all have always been so good to me when I was behind the camera, in front of the camera starting last year. It's been great.
And now we rely on you because you know everything and everybody. I need no cards, no anything as long as you're standing right there.
I try. It's all up here. But you know what? We have to go to Kimberly.
All right.
Because Kimberly's got she's ready for us.
Kim, are you ready? Really?
I was born ready. Are you kidding me? I'm out here on the blue carpet, and we have a very special guest, Vincent, performing I Forgot, which is the latest single off their upcoming new album. Vincent, take it away.
And the distance only works if we commit to holding on. It's hard to believe that it was what it wasn't. And you said a tough love is better than nothing. I let you get by with so much that the old me just wouldn't put up with. I forgot I was me until right now. Forgot I'm a diamond in the crown. You forget how to sing when the noise gets too loud. So I'm turning me up and I'm turning you down. So you text and you ask like I wouldn't notice. When I asked what he said, don't know where your phone is. Must be sad to be the only one so clearly holding on. It's hard to believe that it was what it wasn't. And you said it's tough, love is better than nothing. I let you get by with so much that the old me just wouldn't put up with. Forgot I was me until right now. Forgot I'm a diamond in the crown. You forget how to sing when the noise gets too loud. I'm turning me up and I'm turning you down. I forgot I was me. It's hard to believe that it was what it wasn't. I know it's tough loving better than nothing. I let you get by with so much that the new me would never put up. You forget how to sing, I forgot I was me.
Amazing.
Incredible.
I know, look at that. And you can give me attitude at the same time. Hello, Delta Airlines, a longtime partner of NYC Pride. Delta has consistently participated in NYC Pride and Pride marches across the globe. Now, they haven't backed away from supporting the LGBTQIA+ community. And guys, this is what I keep saying, look at who's here. They have shown their steadfast partnership and support, consistently showing up for the community in June, and not just June, throughout the year. Even the turbulence of the season, we're grateful for their partnership and support consistently for showing up with the community, guys. Thank you, Delta, so very much.
Yes, it's so important to see these organizations that are coming back. We see you, we recognize it, and what we also have to recognize is it is the 10-year
anniversary
of marriage equality. What? I just got chills.
I know, me too, when you said it out loud like that. And even though I've seen the posts, I've seen it all, but when you say it, it's real. And tell everybody why it's real.
It's real because we're here with our husbands.
Yeah. Hi, baby.
Hi, honey.
How are you?
This is
having
my
fun?
husband, J. Brandon Correa. We've been married 9 years together, 20.
Yes. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you so much.
This is Rubam. We've been together 14 years, married 12. We've got a little catching up to do. I would have thought we would have been married longer than those two fresh-faced kids, but no. Baby, why? Let's just set the stage here. Why is it important for us to be even talking about marriage equality and the legalization? Because we were married before it was legal. So were you.
I think it's really important to be here today because marriage equality is not just about love.
Yeah.
It's about respect. It's about being seen in the same eyes under the law and under society.
And
I agree.
we love you.
I agree.
Love you so
I
much.
agree.
And you're great on camera. And dear,
Yes.
what does it mean for you to be here today celebrating Pride on this platform and on the 10-year anniversary?
This is a full circle moment, especially because this is the first place that we held hands publicly together.
Is it really?
Oh my
It
God.
really is. New York City Pride. It's where we held hands, and it's a
It
full
is.
circle. So
It's the first safe
Oh,
space
God,
we
I'm
had as a
getting
couple.
choked up.
Blushing. I have never, ever, ever seen you blush. I love it, David. I love it.
Well, this
And
is so important.
Let me tell you, and I just want to say that because we can stand here and do it, and again, it's what I said at the top of the show. I understand that it's the law, but it feels like a luxury right now because I'm old enough to remember when we couldn't, and now we can, and I don't want to lose these rights.
Right.
So we just want to talk about it. We're glad you are here. Thank you for indulging us on introducing the people that actually keep us going, keep us alive. I couldn't do a day.
I would never have made it to this day without you, my
Yeah,
dear.
exactly right.
And we want to say congratulations to all the same-sex married couples who have been able to enjoy equal rights and protections for the last 10 years and counting.
Now, as much as I'd love to stand here and hang out with our hot hubbies, Daddy's got to get back to work right now. So let's get more of the Channel 7's live coverage of the NYC Parade March right after the break.
Yes.
I love you, baby.
I love you.
Hello to everyone over at New York City Pride. It is me, Bob the Drag Queen, and I'm so excited about the Grand Marshals this year, particularly my dear close friend, Marty Gold Cummings. Girl, you have made it all the way to the front of the line. Lead them with pride, lead them with love, lead them with joy, and happy Pride to everyone in the greatest city in the world, New York City.
At Paris Baguette, delight in our summer berry trifle or the new strawberry pistachio fraisier cake. Grab one or both for your next summer gathering. Stop in today or order online at parisbaguette.com.
You've got a subscription for streaming movies and music, maybe even one for food.
But what about when an AC outage has your sweat streaming? Repairs are expensive.
5-star technicians, hard to find.
The plan from HomeServe is like a subscription for peace of mind. For one small monthly fee, when a covered system breaks, we'll send a qualified contractor and pay for the repair. Why worry? Get HomeServe and chill.
Plans from HomeServe start at just $4.99 a month.
Call 1-844-776-2743 or visit homeserve.com.
Life runs on its own schedule. So, at TD, we run on yours. Because sometimes going for a walk just can't wait. And your morning meeting runs over because, well, look at that face. At TD, we know life's most important appointments come first. So if you're there, we're there too. That's how we're making banking unexpectedly human.
Dear unbreakable spirit, when the terrain is gnarly, you steady us. When obstacles are ahead, you lift us. When the turf is hostile, you inspire us. Own a legend. Toyota Trucks.
Right now, lease a new Tacoma for just $289 a month or get 1.99% APR financing for a full 60 months on a new Tundra. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
The LGBTQIA+ community is unstoppable. Today we celebrate with our strength, our love, and our pride. Happy Pride, New York City.
Oh, the parade's here, the march is going, the family's back, Channel 7 family's here. Welcome back to the 55th Annual NYC Pride March. Hey, it's good to see you guys again right here on Channel 7. We missed you while we were in break, and I missed you guys while you were down, like running the parade.
We love that. You got to talk to your husband and David as well.
Sweet.
That was fantastic.
It's a moment. It's a moment.
Sweet.
We love that.
Yeah. All right, let me say for those of you watching us on ABC News Live, the sunshine just shines a little bit brighter whenever you're with us. Whenever you're with us.
That is, yeah, like really cheery, Sam.
How is that?
Too cheery?
No,
if I'm going to be honest.
I'm a cheery person. Sure. What, am I grumpy? Am I normally grumpy?
No. Never.
Well, I asked ChatGPT to write me a little something in a friendly, upbeat voice, and that's what I got.
I also asked ChatGPT to write something up for me, and this is what it says.
What?
With a warm smile and conversational tone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi there. I'm Lauren Glassberg, and we're so glad you joined us today on ABC7NY.com.
That's you naturally, though.
It kind of is. Sit back, relax, or hey, grab a slice. This is going to be fun.
Okay, that kind of sounds like you, Lauren. But Sam, yours is definitely I don't know what
it's like, grab a slice, because that's what everyone does in New York. You just grab a slice.
Grab a slice.
Yes, Sam, I think you may have told ChatGPT to write something in the style of Pedro Rivera. You know, maybe a little. Maybe, no? Okay. I didn't write that. No, Sam, that was not me. That was not me. That was them, okay? That was whoever put that in the prompt.
I mean, I do like the idea of a slice, but really, more than anything, I want some ice cream.
Yeah.
Can we arrange that?
That would be
because
so
we are officially about 90 degrees right now. We got huge partners, the Flatiron District, especially our friends at Wagamama for providing food and a safe space for our staff, volunteers, and community all day long. They have even brought us a little stuff, a little fruit.
I actually walked by where they were serving up some pasta, some noodles.
We're
good
really
Asian
excited.
food. You guys can get that? I don't know, maybe later. Maybe later.
Thank you for our support, or your support to us.
We'll go after we get off.
After we'll head over there. One of the most magical parts about Pride is that it celebrates not just here in New York City, but all over the country, right? All over the world. We get to celebrate.
Oh, and did we celebrate? New York City had the honor of hosting World Pride in 2019, a moment I will never forget. And wow, that was something spectacular to be a part of. This year's World Pride was held in our nation's capital, and they had some pretty big celebrations there as well. Take a look.
I believe that we will do better than just survive.
Despite way back when people said DC can't host a World Pride, they're not big enough, that we showed the naysayers. Many folks didn't want us to continue, wanted to boycott. Some did.
We are blessed by a resilient, brilliant history.
We need to be defiant, especially when people and forces are telling us that we shouldn't exist. Me personally, reaching out to some confidants colleagues from NYC Pride that were part of Stonewall 50.
We can't deny it! Stonewall was a riot!
Very much appreciated that support.
Heritage of Pride said, we need to really start thinking ahead for Stonewall 50. Why not be able to invite the world to celebrate and honor what happened 50 years before at Stonewall? To prepare for an event like World Pride, you are ramping up in a way that you're doing more and more. Each and every one of us was far beyond our normal capacity as humans. It can be contagious, and you want to do the work too, especially if you're having a good time with it. So, yeah, show up, have a good time doing it, and you get through it, and then you rest. So, Capital Pride, welcome to the World Pride Club.
This year's World Pride really did look amazing, but I have to say I'm a little bit partial to when New York City hosted World Pride. And our next guest is probably a little biased as well with his love for New York, because he is the executive director of the New York State Division of Tourism, Ross Levi. Thank you so much, Ross, for being here.
Great to be here. Happy Pride.
Thank you. So I think this is fairly obvious, but I think the state and the city are very welcoming to the queer community. But tell us sort of what sets our state apart.
Yeah, I mean, look, in these times when parts of our nation are saying they don't want LGBTQ people, New York not only wants you, we love you, right? And so that goes a long way into our history. We are, of course, where the gay rights movement started.
Amen.
And you can go to the Stonewall Visitor Center at the National Historic Site. We were the first Pride Parade. That's what you're seeing the legacy of here today. And it's not just limited to LGBTQ. You know, we founded the women's rights movement in New York, and you can go to the Women's Rights National Historic Park in the Finger Lakes. The Underground Railroad, New York, was so important. You could go to Harriet Tubman National Historic Site in the Finger Lakes. Fire Island has been welcoming the LGBT community for decades. So, you know, it's very much in our DNA who we are. We're a welcoming place in New York State. It's the reason we're the #1 destination for the LGBT community all over the world.
And Ross, you mentioned some of those things that are all over the state. Why do you think so many travelers internationally and nationally gravitate to these places?
It's because we have so much to do, right? Everything you love is here in New York State, and that's very true for the LGBTQ community. A lot of new things happening this year. Fire Island, I mentioned, is actually getting a new hotel, which will also have a great, vibrant pool area. 2 great arts attractions in the Hudson Valley, Storm King Art Center, which is
gorgeous.
Fabulous. It is, right?
Yeah.
A 500-acre sculpture park with beautiful sculptures all throughout their natural settings. They have a new visitor center, as does Alana State Historic Site, which was one of the founders of the Hudson River School. He created this historic home. They both have brand new visitor centers to experience. And this year at the Great New York State Fair in Syracuse, we were the first state fair in the nation to have an official day for the LGBTQ community.
Oh, wow.
This is the 10th anniversary of it.
Wow.
So that's going to be at the end of August up in Syracuse. So much for our community to do. That's why they keep coming.
Listen, Syracuse is not that far away. That's a quick drive. Up 87, you'll be
17.
Okay.
SU
17.
alumni.
Well, there's a little. You got to take a. Okay.
Make a 87, make a left, and go up. Now, while queer people are facing some real challenges in a lot of states, I Love New York LGBTQ+ is sending a specific invitation, and I do want to ask, are other states doing something similar?
Yeah, we've been doing this for 13 years. As far as we know, we are the first state in the nation to have an LGBTQ tourism program. Some localities did, but we were the first state to do that. And that's now grown to a great program with a vibrant website, ilovenewyork.com/LGBTQ, which has itineraries, it has blog articles, it has an events calendar. So a great place to go. You can sign up for our regular newsletter, let you know what's going on across the state. We're at live events, Pride events, telling people where to go in the state. We're actually over at the Pride Festival right on the other side of town as we speak.
Yeah.
So, yeah, a lot of great stuff. But as far as we know, we were the first. I think others have copied us. That's typical for New York.
It's not bad.
That's great.
It's what we do here. It's what we do.
That's
What
right.
happens in New York happens everywhere.
Everywhere. And I love having you here every year. By the way, your support, unwavering. Thank you very much. We love people coming for Pride. I always want you to come from Pride. You're safe and welcome here. What else? What is going on after the Pride Month?
Well, you know, we like to say in New York we have too much pride to be contained in 1 month, right? So actually our Pride in New York State began in May at the walkway over the Hudson for Pride in the Sky in the Hudson Valley. And Rochester's Pride is actually in July. The Invasion is coming in Fire Island. You know,
that's 4th of July, right?
That is
the Invasion is 4th of July.
That's right. And then, you know, fall. Adirondack Pride takes place in the fall. A great excuse.
That's perfect.
A great excuse
to see the fall
foliage up in the North Country. And in New York, we don't even mind getting bundled up for Pride. We have 2 winter prides. One in the Catskills with a ski weekend at Bel Air Mountain and other activities in nearby Kingston.
Fun.
and then also in Lake Placid, Adirondack Winter Pride as well. So
That
you
is
don't
incredible.
have to end now. Just keep on going.
I did not know. I knew New York was a wealth of offerings, but this is pretty impressive. Ross, we thank you as always for letting us know what this state offers and why it is and how it is so welcoming.
Great to be with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ross. Well, speaking of all things New York, right? We've got a little local pride pop quiz for you,
okay.
guys. And no asking Ross for help. You can't help Ross, okay?
Gotcha.
Okay, Marsha P. Johnson was a black trans activist and drag performer who helped ignite the LGBTQ plus rights movement.
True.
Right here in New York City. Check.
Okay.
Her courage helped pave the way for Pride March like this one. She was known for her wit, her resilience, and her name. But what did the P in Marsha P. Johnson stand for?
I think I know.
Okay, A, purse first.
Yeah.
B, pay it no mind. C, pride, honey. Or D, padded and ready.
All right, first of all, I want every one of those answers
I know,
to be
right?
true.
I know, they're all so good.
So good.
Okay.
All right.
Are we taking guesses?
Guess, because
Yeah, we're going to find out in a little bit.
You have to wait.
But don't Google it, guys.
Next, we'll have the answer and a special performance by Emily Estefan. When we come back, Channel 7's live coverage of the NYC Pride March. We're on our way back.
I was ready to go.
Are you and the dolls looking for a boat ride that slays? Well, ride NYC Ferry to experience the mother of all commutes. NYC Ferry is serving city views, convenience, temperature-controlled vessels, easy ticketing, and landmarks galore.
There's something we all have in common at Delta.
Hi, guys.
Some call it our spirit. It's the difference between believing and doing. Where helping others reach their potential unlocks a path of our own. Where our journeys aren't measured by miles flown, but by the moments that shape us.
Step into a whole new world at Disney's Aladdin, celebrating 10 years of Broadway magic. A dazzling, wondrous adventure filled with show-stopping visual spectacle. What more could you wish for? Get tickets at AladdinTheMusical.com.
I remember my first Pride. No floats, no sponsors. All we had was each other.
I wasn't out. I didn't know what to expect. But on the street, the whole city was with me.
This is the transition to my first hot girl summer. I need this pride. We all do. We need community.
You gesture, the world responds. Any car that doesn't offer that sense of control is a car that stops short of amazing.
Get special offers on select Lexus NX models.
When news breaks,
Live in Harlem.
Here in Newark, Jersey City.
Live in Bath Beach.
Eyewitness News is there.
Morrisania. Long Beach.
Bridgeport. Live in Cranford. Helen Bay. Kew Gardens.
In Bed-Stuy.
In your neighborhood.
In Baldwin. Maspeth. Elmhurst.
In the air.
Over Lower Manhattan. Over the Queens Midtown Tunnel.
On the ground.
We're live in Bushwick. Live in Soho. Glendale.
Chappaqua. Cranberry.
Live in Kitsbay.
At the Garden.
Yankee Stadium.
Wherever the big story happens.
Hollywood. In London.
Downtown Chicago.
Because Channel 7 Eyewitness News is everywhere.
You combed through every last piece of evidence. You made the final, impossible connection. And all the while, you were soaking in the bath. Audible. There's more to imagine when you listen.
From the 55th annual NYC Pride March. Now, before the break, I asked you guys what the P in trans activist Marsha P. Johnson's name stood for.
Yeah.
I refuse to believe that it's not all of them.
Yes.
All of the above.
All of the above.
E? No, what is it, Sam?
Pedro got it right.
I got it right. It was B. Pay it no mind?
No.
No?
That's not the right answer.
It's not?
Oh, it is.
It is the right answer.
I was like,
You're
see,
the
it
trivia
is.
master.
Oh my gosh.
The teacher.
I was like, what is it?
That's when the teacher messed up. Sorry. Yes.
We're not going to pay that any mind.
Pay it no. Don't pay any mind that it paid it. It was your signature line, a bold, brilliant way to shut down questions about her gender.
I love it. Pay
that.
no mind.
Kimberly
Pay no
P.
mind.
Richardson.
All right. David is over the performance area with music royalty, Emily Estefan, and she also happens to be a family friend of his. Hey, David, when you're in Miami, you know, I've known her parents since they were on GMA 100 years ago. I don't get dinner invites.
We'll have you over, Sam. Don't worry about it.
All right, okay.
But yes, you are right. I am here in the presence of a star. Please welcome my friend, Miss Emily Estefan.
Happy Pride!
Happy Pride. I mean, look at us. My mom, your dad are good friends.
There we go.
And they must be so proud. Hi, Mommy. Hi, Papi. Two queer Latino kids just out here in New York City celebrating in these streets.
Amen. With all these beautiful people.
Oh, now, you have a successful podcast on iHeart.
Yes, thank you.
Tell us about it.
Well, in our own world, my incredible partner, Gemini Hernandez, 9 years, which you know in lesbian years is like dog years, so like 32. All right, but yeah, like we just love to open up spaces for people to be themselves and talk about all of what's going on in the world right now. And I think that having pride means that you just speak your truth. So that's what we do on the podcast.
It's all about authenticity, and you really live that in your podcast. It's
Thank
great.
you.
Give it
I
a
love your
listen.
podcast, by the way.
Thank you, husbancer.
Hey.
Now, you're about to perform a song called...
Am I?
Yes.
Nobody told me.
Yes, you are. You better be ready. It's a song called I Just Want It to Be Over.
It is.
What is the inspiration behind that song?
So I wrote the song in like 2014, and I was feeling really upset with what was happening in the world. And it goes to show that, look at what we're going through now. We always need to promote love and dissolve hate. And that's what the song is about. Just wanting all the hate to be over and promoting the love and the beauty that this community has to share.
And that's exactly what this song does. When I called Gemini and said, we need you here, I said, I need that song here.
My baby, I love you.
We miss you, Gemini.
Yes.
I cannot wait to see you perform. I'm going to let you get set up.
I'm not
because-
performing.
Yes,
I'm
you
walking
are.
out.
No, I won't let it. Mira, deja eso.
Bueno, un
Okay.
besito. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride. Te quiero mucho,
Yo
mami.
también.
All right, we'll see you in a bit.
All right, David. Coming up, much more from the Pride route and a special performance from Emily, who we just saw.
Oh, we cannot wait for that. Don't go anywhere. Channel 7's live coverage of the 2025 NYC Pride March. We'll be right back.
Happy Pride, New York City. Gracias por su valentía. Los amo. ¡Mua!
Tomorrow morning, 7 on Your Side investigates a deadly new drug, 100 times more powerful than fentanyl.
You won't be able to tell the difference.
Showing up in legit-looking pills.
A little grain of that in a pill could be deadly. That's correct.
An urgent warning for parents.
This can kill a lot of people.
What you need to know on Eyewitness News. Tomorrow morning, starting at 4:30.
David Muir, the most watched newscast in America. And now, ABC's World News Tonight has won the Emmy for Best Live News Program for the 3rd year in a row.
This summer in New York State, there's everything to love. From cityscapes to green lakes. Whatever moves you, inspires you, recharges you, you'll find it here. New York State, everything you love. Plan your summer getaway at iloveny.com.
TD, we care about the who's in your life as well as the what's. That's why we're a first stop on your walk kind of place. A helping throw your little pirate a happy birthday kind of place. And a being there for you, poolside, coffee side, kitchen side kind of place. Because being a you first kind of place is how TD is making banking unexpectedly human.
Dear sharp curves, don't spin your wheels. With more all-wheel drive sedans than any other brand, you can bet your bottom dollar we're sharper than ever. 'Cause man, we got traction. Yours, Toyota Sedans.
Lease a new 2025 Corolla for just $199 a month, or lease the 2025 Camry with all-wheel drive for just $299 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Welcome back to the 55th Annual NYC Pride March. Hey, thank you, guys, for spending the day with us, either here or if you're on the streets or on Channel 7 watching, ABC News Live, or on ABC7NY.com. You can do it all. I know we've really enjoyed taking in the sights and sounds today, so I thought it was time that we talked a little bit about giving for the moment.
Do you mean like giving looks? Giving looks?
Giving
or
looks.
Someone you want to give a hug?
Giving hugs. Giving. Well, no, I'll gladly take all the above, but I actually meant giving back to the community, like the amazing folks at the Heritage of Pride organization who give 365 days a year.
Yeah, they do. Even though that today's Pride March is the big event that everyone's talking about, Heritage of Pride, a.k.a. NYC Pride, does so much more important work for everyone throughout the year, including raising money for so many small organizations and individuals doing life-changing work within the LGBTQIA+ community.
The recipients of Pride Gives Back grants are some of the organizations that greatly benefit from those funds. And while many of the recipients are New York City based, like their city itself, their impact is global, even while remaining grassroots in structure.
To show your support for Heritage of Pride and all of the remarkable things that they do, scan that QR code. Remember I mentioned it? On the screen, or go to nycpride.org to donate.
I can't believe.
This way.
Oh yeah,
it's right here.
This way. There we go.
Move it right there.
I can't believe it is time. Are you ready for our last performance of the day? Where has the day gone?
Move it.
David is standing by to do the honors. David.
Thanks, Lauren. Thanks, Lauren. I just want it to be over. Well, hold on. Sorry. To be clear, I never want this to be over. Let's just keep the cameras rolling all day. I'm going to hang out with y'all. You are stuck with me forever. But I Just Want It to Be Over is the name of the song from our next performer. So please give it up for my friend, mi hermana, la increíble Emily Estefan.
Happy Pride, everybody. How many beautiful people are out here in New York today? Let's go! This song is about accepting love and getting rid of hate, whatever form it may come. Thank you for listening, and enjoy the rest of this amazing day. Forward dreams, made believe, moving on was something we achieved. Come to terms with the absurd, years from freedom yet somehow disturbed. 52, 2020, new guitar and numbers in between. How will the jest reveal its sin, equating triumph with the color of our skin? I just want it to be over. I just want it to be through, to be through. I just want it to be over. To be through, to be through. Hey, it's me, family tree, blue with lighter fluid on my greens. I hide the roots that ground me to this earth. I fear the only predetermined gifts of birth. It's not too late to right the wrongs of fame. Forgetful is the only man to blame. Increase the zoom, let's focus in. Raise your girls to be Martina Luther Kings. I just want it to be over. I just want it to be through.
from Emily Estefan, just magical.
Great energy there. Great energy from her.
Yes, and we're seeing more of the march right now. I think right now we are seeing...
we have the Little Red Schoolhouse, Elizabeth Irwin High School,
Calhoun,
tied into Calhoun, and the Ethical Culture Fieldston School. They're all marching today as part of the community of New York City independent schools that are celebrating and supporting our LGBTQ plus students, families, and teachers.
And I had a
Positive
nephew who's
Health
now
is right
18.
there.
I
He
have
went
a
to
niece
Calhoun.
Oh, did you?
Ethical culture, yes.
Okay, right behind that
Who's
is
that?
GMHC.
Well, this one right here on your screen is Witkoff Heights Medical Center. Since 1995, Witkoff's Positive Health Management Department is spearheaded for HIV prevention. They have a care unit in Brooklyn where you can go check them out. But wonderful, wonderful energy they have right now.
Yeah, Wyckoff Heights.
And Gay Men's Health Crisis, founded by Gay Men's Health Crisis, 1982. It's the world's first HIV and AIDS service organization in the world. GMHC, you may know it as. Their mission is to fight and end the AIDS epidemic and uplift the lives of all affected.
They were doing that important work when so many people were afraid to go anywhere near men who were testing positive. So good for them.
And they're out in force today. We love to see that.
Yeah, it's interesting. I got to tell you guys, you know, the work that they're doing to fight with HIV and AIDS and bring it to an end. I remember years ago, my mother, when I was 6 years old, would bring us to the AIDS March in Albany, New York to walk at the Capitol. And it was just, it was an interesting time in the 90s, right, to see, as you mentioned, people didn't want to come around. There was all this timid and intimidation about being around the LGBTQ plus community. And I'm so grateful. I just want to give a shout out to my mom for, as a kid, bringing me there and letting me know. We're going to walk
sharing
with them.
that story. I love you. I also remember Princess Diana when she went and she actually hugged people. And it was a signal that, you know what, it's okay. It's okay to share love. It's okay to share kindness. So, beautiful memories.
Taking a look now at the United Nations LGBTI core group. It's an informal cross-regional group of UN member states that work within the UN framework on ensuring universal respect for human rights and fundamental freedoms for all, especially members of the LGBTQIA
and look how
community.
many people they have.
Well, guys, this is my thing. Coming up, we've got more celebrating to do. Plus, it's time for my favorite part of the show.
Oh, we know what that is.
You know you love it too, Sam.
I don't know what it is.
Can you
all
say
I know is you're the only one who can do it.
Yes.
That's all I know. Channel 7's live coverage of the NYC Pride March. We'll be right back with Kim's favorite thing.
Confetti blast.
More confetti, more confetti.
Hello, my name is Peppermint, and I am here in the heart of New York City, celebrating 40 years of God's Love We Deliver and a fabulous Pride. Honey, this is our community, bringing it together, bringing it strong, bringing the love. Happy Pride and happy 40th God's Love We Deliver.
Now is the time to experience The Lion King on Broadway. Feel the love, celebrate the joy, and experience the majesty. Visit lionking.com today.
It's in recognition of the rebels who started this journey 55 years ago. It's also a symbol of solidarity with LGBTQ plus youth growing up today who will always have a place they can come to and discover what the community is all about.
KTU presents Beat Stock 25, starring Joey McIntyre. Joey McIntyre from New Kids on the Block. And Boy George. Freedom Williams from CNC Music Factory. Right Set Bread. and many more. Beatstock 25. The complete lineup and ticket info at KTU.com.
There's power in touch. Don't let MPOX disrupt your power. Gay, bisexual, and other men who have sex with men and transgender or non-binary adults with certain risk factors are among those at the highest risk for MPOX. Embrace your community. You can help protect yourself by getting the 2-dose vaccine. What are you waiting for? Get empowered against MPOX.
Tomorrow morning, a deadly new drug 100 times more powerful than fentanyl.
A little grain of that in a pill could be deadly.
That's correct.
Showing up in legit-looking pills. 7 on your side's urgent warning preparedness. Tomorrow on Eyewitness News starting at 4:30.
Sitting down with Barbara Walters.
I know you don't want to talk about guys, and I won't push it, but how are you going to find anybody?
No one ever got out totally unscathed.
You don't really act. You don't sing. You don't have any, forgive me, any talent.
She was fearless, and sometimes she got under people's skin.
My God.
She asked the question nobody else had asked.
She could talk to anyone about anything.
Right now, ladies and gentlemen, Barbara Walters.
Hi, I'm Faye. And I'm Fluffy. And we're from The Fabulous Show with Faye and Fluffy.
And we want to remind you that it is so important to celebrate Pride with both joy and activism. Because we need joy in our lives, we need to celebrate together, we need to uplift our community, and that takes action. Because leave no queer behind, leave no trans person behind. We are all a community together, and we need to stand tall together. Because there's a lot of stuff going on in this world, but we are here to celebrate Pride. So thank you, New York City.
Thank you. Happy Pride, New York.
Thank you, Faye and Fluffy. You're absolutely right. Welcome back. It's the biggest party in New York City. It's Pride Sunday. Now, I know we've had some business to do, but it's also a party day, right? The city's been celebrating hard for the past few hours.
I mean,
really,
even
it's
overnight,
been a week.
they've been celebrating.
I'm exhausted.
And you know what? I'm sure you are, Debbie. They're going to be celebrating for many more hours to come, probably even into the early hours of tomorrow. So if you don't show up for work, you know why. That's definitely going to happen.
I will not see you tomorrow.
I was just going to say.
No, I am
I'll be there tomorrow morning.
All right. Just so you know.
Let's see. I don't know if I really buy that.
100%.
Oh, man. This has been fantastic. We have a royal flush behind us, right? Nice. What are you throwing up here? Toilet paper.
There you go. Because you just said royal flush. And that's what happens.
It's hard to find a bathroom in New York today. So.
NYCEM is also behind us right now. Out, proud, and prepared. You know, it's just beautiful because people are lined up all day long. And guys, it's better than last year, no doubt about it. But it is a hot one out there. And so we really appreciate everybody for being queued up and to move by here and give us every bit of energy they've got.
Yes.
You know, I do want to ask you guys, it's been just a high watching everything happening. Everybody out in the streets living their best lives. They're showing off their support for the community. So I do want to ask each one of you, know, what has been your highlight so far, Debbie?
You know, it was that first performance, Sing Harlem, with the kids from Transformative School singing Rise Up.
You know what?
Oh, they were great.
Oh, chills. They were so moving. I mean, I could see people literally in the audience crying.
Yeah, and it's good to remind us because so much has happened since that beautiful first moment. Right. It's good to remember that one.
I don't want to step on your toes a little bit, but I loved your interview with Karine Jean-Pierre.
I was going to say my high point was meeting and talking to all 5 Grand Marshals, the scope and breadth of them, their different areas, but all united in getting out there, staying out there, encouraging others to join, and just keep fighting. That was fantastic.
I would like to point out just the activism, the sheer expanse of groups that are coming from all different walks of life that are actively engaged in representing this community and fighting for fair treatment, even while he dances.
It's Chapel Roan. It's just such a good song. It's Chapel Roan.
By the way, I I do also want to point out, I really like the moment that you and Sam had your special, your husbands, your loved ones with you. It was really sweet.
Thank you, love.
It was beautiful to see.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You know, the whole thing is absolutely special, but one thing I loved was when you spoke to Karine Jean-Pierre, and she mentioned that she wants everyone to be here. This is an inclusive place to be. So she's like, hey, allies. You come here.
Yeah.
Everyone, we want you here to celebrate, and that's one of the reasons why I'm here, and I know you're here as well, Kimberly. So I loved your conversation with her. Also, Sandra Valls. She's performing tonight on Broadway, and she came here and brought it down.
Right.
Yeah.
And she was good.
I mean, you guys point out some really beautiful stuff. I want to talk about the people I've seen walking by, and in the audience, and in the crowd, and marching. I got here in 1988. I was nervous. I didn't even come to the Pride March when I got here because I was nervous to be out, even in New York. You know, times weren't so easy. And so standing here watching it and seeing so many faces that we all know who have been so important to the movement and so important to a cause and so important to showing love and care and consideration in New York City. And it just, I don't know, it just gets me every
Which is
time.
something that you have done in spades.
That's so kind, but it's that these people gave me the ability to do it because they worked so hard when I could finally figure out, yes, I can tell everybody who.
It's that activism, and you kept reminding us all day, Sam, about it. Remember the people that are here with us today. That is so important. You all, ABC, you're here with us every year, and it really matters. Your activism matches that of all of our grand marshals who we celebrated today.
Yes.
My dear friend DJ Lena, Karine Jean-Pierre, Alisa Crespo, Transformative Schools, Marty Gould Cummings. It's so important to remember the work of these people because they are pioneers that are moving us forward every day. And you all, and I say it all the time, you all are also doing that.
I love you for that.
Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you, Debbie.
It's a privilege.
It's been absolutely a wonderful time here. And again, the music, the celebration. Let's take a look at the route right now.
Ooh, look at those flags.
Queer glam, this is perfect. I kind of love queer glam. Let me see if I can find the card.
For me?
Is this Ken? This might be Kenview. Let me see if I can see.
Kenview move.
Oh no, this is just past Ken. Oh, I'm not.
This is
sure.
we have MasterCard here. Over down here, we have the American LGBTQ Plus Museum, and they have a wonderful float. And as they're continuing to see more of these marchers here, they look good. I gotta tell you, they look good.
Oh, there we go. That's what you were just talking
the
about.
American LGBTQ Plus Museum is what we see right there.
Another double-decker bus.
That's where you get a good view of everything.
It's just people who've worked so hard. Now, if you've enjoyed watching today's march along with us, you can help ensure it keeps going for decades and years to come. Just scan that QR code.
There
We've been
it is.
moving it around the screen. Now it's there on that side of the screen. Or heading over to nycpride.org to donate. This year, more than ever, the Heritage of Pride organization can really use your help.
It was such a treat being able to come back and co-host the NYC Pride March with you all again. Thank you again for having me this year, for holding space for me.
Oh.
You, Sam, everybody.
I didn't get to hold space.
Let's all hold space.
This is just an amazing day. And you know, it seems long, but all the time I hate for it to end.
I know.
I love doing this part of the job, and my love for NYC Pride as an org too.
It's a wonderful tradition that we all get to be part of. We thank you so much for watching. All of you, we appreciate. Thank you for watching from home. Thank you for lining the streets.
Well, we can't go yet. There's one more very big order of business.
Oh, no.
No, don't joke. This is like, I get
It's
these
a tradition.
For us. It's a tradition.
Right. Yes.
99-cent store.
Okay.
It seems very complicated.
I know.
Some
I know.
of the people
It's a
you interview
twist.
really
Here we go.
struggle.
I'm nervous about it.
You count in.
Ready?
You count in.
3, 2, 1.
That actually worked. That's amazing.
We need to practice. Happy Pride, everyone. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride 2025.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride, everybody.
you ready for the ultimate entertainment experience? Spectrum is bringing together the streaming apps you love. Plus, live TV for sports, entertainment,